let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safeway Liquid Beer for the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that takes hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's the Way Out Better Nielson Show. Let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. The cracker 6 o'clock, I'm logging with some sirloin bites.
Impressive. Taking a few years to put all this together.
It's not a one-year quest because it's so hard to get your hands on. At this stage of my life, I don't invest in green bananas. It's a lifetime quest. Just not sure if I'm going to be around long enough to see them ripen to be yellow. You can't party enough when you win that thing. It's a party machine. Party machine.
Girl, I can't understand it. Why you wanna hurt me?
That's why it's the Stanley Cup.
After all of the things I've done for you.
It's hard. It's hard.
I buy you champagne and roses, put diamonds on your finger. Still you hang out all night. What am I to do? My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
6:05 on a game day. Edmonton Oilers and Winnipeg Jets tonight. We'll get you ready throughout the day right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented to you by Play Alberta.
Game day!
What's up? You're so excited today. Oh my goodness. Let me see that. I do see a little bit of your nipple.
Look at that nip.
I'd say it's semi rock hard.
Under that Weiss Johnson logo.
God, I just want to tweak that nipple a little bit. It sounds like
Be my guest.
Sounds like a great start to the show. What's up, everybody? Thank you very much for being here. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, what have you gotten yourself into?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Pop into the YouTube. You can see the nipple.
People have been talking about nipples on FM radio for 60 years.
Yeah, it's what do they call it? The toilet humor, right?
Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
An FM morning show, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what you
Can
need.
I get a slide whistle?
Yeah. We need that flush
Or a train
sound
whistle?
effect. Yeah.
All right. If you are listening on 95.7 Cruise FM today, we'll get you back to classic rock just after 9 o'clock. But please tell your friends that the Nielson Show is back on the radio dial, this time on the FM dial, bigger and better than ever. We think they'll like listening as well. If you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart or EdmontonSportsTalk.com, also, please just tell your friends that you can stream us all day long. And if you're watching on YouTube today, hammer the thumbs up for us, and you probably did see Eric's nipple just a little bit.
Zoom in.
Yeah, Trev, you got to fix that E-well thing at the top. There we go.
The nipple is like Hoffer from last night, just kind of peeking.
Yeah, just peeking around a little bit.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that. What a bizarre thing last night in that St. Louis Chicago game. So we'll dive into that. If you need a conch this morning, you can hit us up with the conch. Why not? I got one. How about the early bird bet cashing? Habs money line, Spurs money line, and we get the cash. Not really much of a sweat in either game either.
No,
so that was
using
nice.
your head against your heart when it comes to the Spurs.
Yeah,
you said it
look,
yesterday.
man.
You didn't like doing it, but you had to do it, and you were.
I told you I watched the Lakers a ton. Second half of a back-to-back. No Rui Hachimura, no Austin Reeves, no LeBron James. That's asking a lot.
Just a triple-double from Luka Doncic. But
yeah. I mean, if those three guys are out, you should probably bet Luka for a 35-point or better triple-double every single time. But it still wasn't enough last night because he was playing with a ragtag group of guys from the bench. So that one worked out well. Used the game sense, just a two-little gamer, and we hit it for the second day in a row. All of Edmonton Sports Talk is presented to you by Play Alberta. Download the Play Alberta app today or go to playalberta.ca, and you can see our EST specials that are up there every single day for you. Let's see here. I want to dive into the inbox a little bit right off the top. Big G texts in and says, I took my $10 winnings from the Nashville game, and on my third spin in the casino, I won $135. And then on my seventh spin, I won $62. So thanks for the initial bet from the Nashville game.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, Big G, make sure you use your game sense. Yeah. Okay? Make sure you use your game sense. But outside of that, have some fun.
Sounds like a sensible dude.
Set a limit when you're wagering. That's always the most important. Did you look at my hot takes? I thought you were just looking at my hot takes there. That's a little sketchy. Nielson Show today and every day.
I got takes. You want takes?
I got 7 takes today.
Ready to go. So,
Trev, how are
ready
you?
for double overtime?
Yeah, I'm ready for double overtime. How are your takes, Trev? How are your takes coming along?
I have 2 takes.
You got 2 takes.
Yeah, I didn't.
You
think
still
we were-
got time.
I didn't know we were doing hot takes today.
Why wouldn't we do hot takes today?
Because we didn't for the last 3 weeks.
Well, because we weren't on Thursdays for the last 3 weeks together. We did hot takes on
guess that
December
makes
18th,
sense.
and then we haven't done a Thursday show together since.
Like New Year's Day was
I thought
last.
So that would be
Okay.
the reason.
I thought they were done. That's why I didn't prepare.
Hot takes will never be done, Trev.
Ah.
We have a new sponsor on board for hot takes today. We'll get to that around 8:30
Exciting.
today. Yeah.
I'm back up there.
Old Hard Dips is back once again. The Nielsen Show is brought to you by Weiss Johnson.
Weiss Johnson.
Whoa! Oh, remind me to get the Will Fraser Reid Wilkins thing.
Yeah.
Because we'll have to play that today. He's all excited about that, right? So we'll,
And they only did 16 takes.
yeah.
Not playing it now would be foolish.
I'll track that down as well. Get a new Train furnace now and get 15% off any additional mechanical systems done at the same time. So you can add in an air conditioner, a heat pump, hot water tank, garage heater. I don't even know what that. So does the garage heater? It must sit in the garage.
I have one. It doesn't work though.
Oh, really?
Maybe
So
I should place a call.
I was gonna say. So is it like in your garage?
Yeah, it's a big unit. Sits there kind of
Up top.
hanging off the ceiling. Yeah, it says Resner on it, which is kind of 9 Inch Nails fans. But
Okay, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't putter around in there. If I had a shop,
that's true.
then
If
I
you
would
were a
have more use
putterer,
for
you
it.
should
Yeah,
have it
if I was a
heated.
putterer,
Yeah,
man.
for sure. Warm garage, cool home next summer, or just warmer showers. Get it all right now with Weiss Johnson. Check them out, weiss-johnson.com, and book an estimate today. You can text us in the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. They've got flexible payment options. Do not pay for 1 year. You can shop in stores, West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, and St. Albert Center. And, of course, online at parisjewelers.com. They are Canadian. They're family-owned, and we are a month and 6 days away from Valentine's Day. That's got to be their Super Bowl. Like, that's a big one. So Valentine's Day, if you're looking for something for Valentine's Day, look no further than PJs.
Saturday.
Is it a Saturday? Valentine's Day is a
yeah.
Saturday this year?
But that's that's
nice.
a big one.
I'm sure Tam and I will get to celebrate by being at various basketball courts and hockey rinks. That'll be great.
You can really do the Nielsen Show EST stack though. You go to PJ's.
Yeah.
Then you go to like a Mr. Mike's for like you can really
Sounds
you
nice.
can.
That sounds really nice.
How'd you like that garage heater fixed, hey babe? Like
And how about another suggestion too? Why don't you order in a little royal pizza on Valentine's Day? When I was a kid, I used to call it Valentine's.
Valentine's. Yeah.
What an idiot.
I think we've all.
Still making it great with the best of freshest ingredients. You'll find top-notch service for over 55 years. Order online today at royalpizza.ca or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area.
Royal Pizza.
Give that nipple a tweak I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that came into the Paris Jewelers inbox.
Spruce Grove Corey.
Yeah. Yeah, Spruce Grove Corey. That was a good one. Edmontonian in Ontario. He's already beefing. I got beefs a little bit later on. Says, good morning, boys. What's my beef? I'm glad you asked. It's the Edmonton Sports Talk voiceover lady from before and between the shows. When she says Edmonton, it sounds like she's saying Edmonton. It drives me crazy. That comes in from the Edmontarian. Had to do it to him. Hey, a conch to the guy who accidentally bet Oliver Kapanen to score with an Oilers win instead of Kasperi Kapanen, because last night Oliver Kapanen did score, and I'm assuming he cashed his bet. So that's a nice one.
Yeah, Tay texted in last night at 7:55. Oliver Kapanen scores.
I know, like about somebody else's bet.
Yeah.
Because I went through it and I was like, was it Tay who was needing that? And it wasn't even Tay.
No, just so happy.
But Tay was invested in the Oliver Kapanen rebound goal last night. So that was funny. I want to get to this. It's in the Paris Jewelers inbox. It came in yesterday afternoon. I don't know if the boys read it, but I wanted to share it because if you are listening on 95.7 Cruise FM right now, and then you don't listen to our content the rest of the day at sportstalk.com, I think you're really missing out. This is a good example of it. Steb texted in yesterday afternoon, late in the Reid Wilkins Show. The Reid Wilkins Show every day from 3 until 6 on YouTube, on iHeartRadio, on TuneIn. It's a fabulous show. Steb texted in yesterday and said, Reid and Jay, I just wanted to say you guys are doing a spectacular job with your show. I can't wait to hop in the car every day after work and listen to you guys all the way home. Your interviews are high quality. Your banter is great. I just think you're doing an exceptional job. So a conch for Steb and a conch for Reid and Jay. I'm telling you, if you've not listened to the Reid Wilkins Show from 3 to 6, you are missing out. Undoubtedly the best afternoon sports show in the city. It's not even close. Phenomenal stuff. And Steb will back me up on that. What a fun show today.
Great text.
Trev, what are you doing? Why are you so weird over there? Trev's wearing a shirt with pineapples all over it.
I just like looking in the camera. Getting real close. Isn't it funny?
Yeah, it's really funny.
It's mainly because my family watches this for my family.
So you do it for your grandma.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, grandma, dad, brother, all of them.
By the way, My Fingers Hurt was released into the Nasty Club audio vault yesterday. So if you are a Nasty Club member, you have access to the full length My Fingers Hurt. We'll play it at 6:30 again because it's an absolute banger. It's going to take the city by storm. So we'll get into that as we work our way through the show today as well. It is a game day. We'll set up the Jets. We'll lay this show out for you here. How was your night, lad? What'd you get up to last night?
Good, yeah, nothing much. You probably were at a hockey rink of some sort.
Actually, no, Wednesday nights now because Marshall's done with True Blue Swimming. We're trying to find another place for him to continue the Barracuda-ness. And the Muzz switched her swimming till Mondays. So we have nothing on Wednesday nights.
Wednesday's the free
Wednesday's a free
space.
spot on the bingo board. A bingo card. And so last night I watched a good chunk of the Habs Flames game. And then I watched most of the Lakers game. And I watched the new episode of Fallout. Which isn't, I don't know. I'm watching it, but I'm not like, oh my God, the new one's out. I better watch it immediately.
Do you think you do a good job of recapping?
They do a good job of recapping.
Because that's a beef as well.
I actually thought
you do
the
a
recap
season, you
yesterday
wait
was
5
terrific.
years, you forget what happened.
I know,
and then you
that's
gotta,
a tough one.
I don't want to waste my time watching it.
They're
again.
recapping every episode.
Good.
Trev, this shirt that you were wearing today, bring yourself up on the screen a little larger there. I think you got that set up.
Yes.
So somebody give you this shirt? You didn't pay for that shirt, did you?
What's that supposed to be? I absolutely paid for this shirt, man.
What's in the middle of it?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
like
It's
an
like
album
a black,
cover?
It's like a black square. I don't know. What does it say?
I don't know. It's just a weird looking shirt, buddy. It says in. Now, how long have you had this shirt for?
I bought it over the holidays.
Oh, damn. I was at a thrift store?
Just at Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Or not Walmart, West Edmonton Mall.
You got it at West Edmonton Mall.
Yeah.
So you saw that shirt. You're like, I'm going to buy that shirt.
I've never been to this store.
Okay.
I can't even tell you what it was called, but I saw this pineapple on a mannequin.
Was
that
it at Spencer's Gifts?
No, it wasn't at Spencer's gift, but yeah, it's pineapples on it. But if you look closely at the pineapples, it's a grenade.
Oh,
So it's a pineapple.
so it's an
grenade.
army shirt.
Kind of.
That makes sense.
You could say
okay.
so.
I get it now. All right.
I like it.
Well,
I
that's
like
good.
it. I like it. You like it?
No, I don't.
Damn it.
I was
Okay.
going to try to be nice, but
Whatever.
there's a lot going on, I guess I'll say, with that shirt. What'd you do last night? What'd you get up to?
Absolutely nothing.
Play video games?
I left over chili. Well, I guess I went to the ODR for a little bit.
Oh, you did it. Oh, you're a big ODR guy now.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm gonna go again tonight.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, you know it's crazy because it's like the nicest ice outside. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but you know how much it costs? You know
It
how much
said
it costs?
$2.
I did say that, did I? Oh,
You told me
$2.
after, I think, $2.
Yeah, $2 to skate on this ice. So absolutely, every time, take my money. It's so worth it. Yeah, just practicing on my shot. Might get a call up pretty soon here. I don't know.
I love you just. What's that grown man doing out there? Oh, he's just working on his shot.
Working.
You were telling me yesterday that because you've put on some more strength over the last couple of years, your snapshot's unbelievable.
I
now.
didn't want to say this on air because it's kind of cringe, but yeah, I put on some muscle, put on some weight, and the shot's a lot better than what it's ever been before, boys. Like, it's sick. And I am going to upload a video because I want the nasty to see this lethal shot.
Come on.
No, I'm serious. I bet my shot right now is better than Trent Frederick's. I bet.
my God.
I bet it is.
Unbelievable. Listen to this guy.
My skating? Not so much. I got a lethal shot, man. It's all in the wrist.
I'm looking forward to it. You know what? You should send me
the
that
strong
before
wrist?
you post it on Twitter.
Yeah, I will.
And I'll just be like, yeah, okay, post this.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Tonight.
Okay, well, I'll be waiting for the text.
guess Oilers
Actually, I won't
play?
be at a rink tonight. I'll be watching the game on my phone. I was thinking about bringing my iPad to the rink so I could watch the game on a bigger screen. What do you think? Is that weird? Having a pretty big iPad, like I think the biggest kind of version of the iPad.
I don't think that's weird at all.
I think it's a little weird.
Nah.
I don't know. What do you think, hockey parents? Would you bring an iPad to the rink while your kid's practicing to
You're in your head.
watch the game?
You're in your head. People wouldn't bat an eye.
Look at this walking billboard over here today. Eh? I love it.
Yeah, no, I only wear sponsored.
Lieutenant
camera.
Eric
You're
is
on camera. I
Lieutenant Eric is wearing. If you're listening on the
I
radio,
don't wear my civvies here.
or tune in or iHeart. Oh, by the way, I think Andrea in Calgary.
No,
Yeah, Andrea from Calgary says EST is now back on TuneIn through the Apple Music app. So that's good. A bunch of you were saying, how come we can't listen on Apple Music? And that one was completely out of our control.
Good
but
job,
apparently
Trev.
it's back. You fix that, Trev?
Good job, Trev.
Hey, wait.
I was working on that one.
You're wearing this awesome Weiss Johnson, like very thin sort of hoodie. It's got thumb holes.
More thumb holes.
Yeah, you can wear
more
that to a-
sweaters
to a
and
nightclub.
hoodies and yeah.
Yeah, and it's good. It's got the train logo on the arm.
yeah.
And then you're wearing your GD Liquidators hat, which
Sure am,
looks
yeah.
phenomenal.
It's a great cap. Yeah.
And I'm wearing my
Found
Play
its way
Alberta
to-
hoodie.
Yeah, and an
So we got-
Edmonton Sports Talk.
Yeah, we got all of
curved
our
cap.
all of our bases covered.
We just need pants now. I think
We do need to work in the
sweatpants.
sponsor. That's what I think a lot of companies need to start dishing. Like we get a ton of hats, we get hoodies,
Too many.
We get T-shirts. Start giving us sweatpants or what do you call them, joggers?
You could do
That would
like
be cool.
an Adidas 3-stripe, but the EST kind of colors are different. Like and you
that's
can kind of
actually
have
not
like
a bad idea.
Doesn't need to be a track pant, but more of a sweatpant,
I like that.
or 2 handprints on the ass,
Somebody was trying to grab our bum.
juicy written across the
That
back.
is. Oh, jeez. We are getting carried away now, aren't we?
Juicy style. Yeah.
All right, let's lay out the show for you today. We're going to get to a conch for Glenn Hall. Legendary run, 502 consecutive games. Sadly, passing away. A local legend out in Stony Plain.
And Humboldt's own as well. They got a big sign, home of Glen Hall, former
perfect.
Humboldt Indian.
All right, well, there you go. So we got me thinking last night about who are the 4 goalies that are on the Mount Rushmore of goaltending. So we're going to get into that conversation a little bit around 6:30. We're going to fire it up for Gemco Fireplaces around 6:45. Luke Gazdic, haven't talked to him since last year. Gaz is going to join us. He's our GS Construction Hockey Insider. He was working the panel last night on that Flames Habs game. We might get into that a little bit. Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day. Spoiler alert, it might already be up. No big deal. I got beef around 7:30.
Let's take a peek.
Reid Wilkins on the Firehouse Subs hotline. He'll join us around 7:45 today. Kind of easy trivia. 3 questions too many. GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Scalding Hot Takes on the way today. First of 2026. Marmot Basin Snow Report. And the wrap for William Huff. 6 o'clock hour every single day. Brought to you by Ewell.
Ewell, your partner in power.
Ewell, your power play specialist. Order online anytime at ewell.ca. Ewell, your Edmonton-based partner in power and source for all things electrical. Oilers on the road in Winnipeg tonight. The Jets have lost how many now? 10? 10 in a row. Eric, are the Oilers a slump buster for the Winnipeg Jets tonight?
Hernan Salas, who likes to usually the hangout arrives. We're kind of post-show, and then Hernan will come in.
Yes.
Right around maybe 9:30ish. And, Hernan brings the heat, and he's like, yeah, man, this is total. I mean, this is the one.
I kind of agreed with
We're
him,
now
though.
coming off the
I'm worried.
Nashville game.
Yeah.
Like the Roslovic line will get caved.
Yeah.
With like everything that kind of was right in the world again will be wronged. You talk with us on a daily. I don't think the Jets are maybe as bad as the 10 in a row suggest, 4 of which being in overtime. Close games, right? Like not getting pummeled
lost
and
some
hammered.
heartbreakers.
But they're where they are right now. And the morale is not high. So maybe Oilers have had success against him. Connor McDavid has personally had success against him as well. I mean, you talk about Nashville and the success that him and Draisaitl have had. He's also averaging close to 2 points a game against the Jets. So you look for his streak to continue, and I'd take a peek at Play Alberta there with the early bird special. I see what you're
nothing. I'm not going too crazy game sensey, but I like it.
They need to play their game.
What
and
the number come in at? I haven't looked at it.
You want it?
Yeah.
Plus 265.
Ooh,
Yeah.
better than I thought. I like
They
it.
got to show up. They got to play their game. They can't. This isn't taking on like a team in the spring that's totally out of it and actually wants to lose that type of
From
situation.
a betting odds perspective, it's actually pretty much a pick 'em, which is saying quite a bit about how the odds makers are still viewing the Winnipeg Jets and how they're playing, right?
Sure.
So, I find that interesting. Vegas just took 2 points out of Winnipeg, so you're hoping that the Edmonton Oilers can do the same. Adam Henrique is out and will not be back until after the Olympic break. So we're looking at a month and a half to 2 months for Adam Henrique.
Yeah, that's the little while Chris Knobloch was referred.
Yeah, it's like so Roslovic's their third line center now, right? It's either Roslovic
For the time
or
being.
Nuge. There's no other option really. Like I know Trent Frederick can play center. This just in, Trent Frederick can't play. So I'm not sure what you do there. So I think Roslovic will probably be locked in at third line center for a little bit. I made a great bet yesterday. We're going to come back around to it at 6:45.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. It's a big one. It's a big Popeyes bet.
Yeah.
Made yesterday on the oil stream. We'll revisit that around 6:45 today.
Did you get into specific menu items, or was it just like
No,
a-
I just
a
blurted it out.
yeah.
Lunch for the entire
Lunch.
staff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking, do I let you guys each put in your own order?
Well, that's what I'm
or do
wondering.
I do a bulk chicken order? Nobody knows yet.
Yeah, we also have.
I
Speaking
also-
of food, a staff meeting coming up as well.
We do have a
So
staff meeting.
another
2 Wednesdays from now.
another food
I got the order
conversation.
down now.
Oh, you
Well, got to order less than last time. It was ridiculous. We had pizza for 6 days or whatever. Oh no, that was after the client mixer.
it's too much.
This is I guess this is still a bounce back from the last
See,
time.
Tony brought pizza on Friday, and it was actually the perfect amount.
He brought the
It's like he does it
perfect
for a living,
amount.
eh? Like,
yeah, he knows what's
Oh,
up.
what a hero! A perfect
Yeah.
amount of pizza, amazing.
A little bit of leftovers, but just enough.
just-
not,
yeah,
not
you know,
an
yeah,
absurd amount.
I think so.
Tony.
Tony,
All right, so let's get to this. You got the video of what happened last night in the St. Louis-Chicago game. So Chicago pumped 7 by Binnington, who is on Team Canada, but as of this morning does have the worst goals saved above expected in the entire National Hockey League. We're talking like 84 goalies. So Binnington is the worst goalie in the National Hockey League so far this year. Last night he'd allowed 7. And Montgomery goes to pull him. And he goes to wave him over, and Binnington doesn't leave, just stays in the net. And then Montgomery can't find Hofer anywhere. And then it's really funny. If you're listening on the radio today, we're going to play the video.
pop on over.
But yeah, you should pop over and see it, or go on Twitter and watch it because it's hilarious. Let's play the video. And Trev, you said there's no sound on this, so we can talk. Okay, so let's play the video here if you're watching on YouTube this morning. So this is St. Louis last night. They're getting caved by the Blackhawks. And you see their head coach, he's looking for his backup goalie. He can't find him. And then it scrolls in, zooms in, and Hofer's down the hallway behind the bench, peeking around the corner. This is bizarre. Now, is Hofer afraid of Binnington? Like, he's like, he knows Binnington's going to lose his mind if he gets pulled with 5 minutes left in a game in which he's allowed 7 goals. So Hofer's just like, I'm not coming out. Or is he like disrespecting his head coach and being like, no, this is a bad decision to make this. What's going on? I've never seen this before.
Well, was anything, is he still there? Like, did he make his way out? Like,
I don't know.
Like, we're left with this and then that's it. There's no post game or explanation or any sort of like quote.
It's so funny. If you're on TuneIn or iHeart or EdmontonSportsTalk.com or 95.7, hop on Twitter and just type in like Blues goalies or Binnington or Hofer, and you'll see it. And yeah, he waves Binnington. Binnington doesn't come, and then he looks around the bench and he's like, "Where's Hofer?" And awesome work by the cameraman. Like the cameraman, somebody must have been in the cameraman's ear like, hey, Hofer's actually down the hallway looking and peeking around the corner.
We got him.
And then they zoom right in on Hofer and he's sort of just looking really, really bizarre, really weird. But a big win for the Chicago Blackhawks last night over the St. Louis Blues. Dr. J says he's worse than Markstrom. Yes, actually. Jordan Binnington is worse than Markstrom so far this year. He is the worst goaltender in the National Hockey League.
Well, Blues haven't played any big games yet, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Binnington only plays big games.
Only big game goaltender.
Yeah. He'll really crank it up in April where they're completely eliminated.
Yeah.
Zach Wildest on the chat said there's no space for a backup on the bench. This is just a miscommunication. I don't care what it was. It's just hilarious. Like, it's hilarious to see the coach looking for his backup goalie, and then they zoom in, and he's peeking around the corner. Almost like, don't put me in right now.
No space for a backup on the bench?
That seems a little bit strange. So the backup goalie always sits down the hallway there?
What was that game where, was it Koskinen sitting on that foldable chair? Was that in San Jose?
Yeah, I think it was in San Jose.
That was one of the most
backup goalie always had to be over there, yeah. That's a bit of a tough look. All right. We're going to talk all-time great goaltenders in honor of the legendary career of Glenn Hall. We're going to dive into that coming up next. And by the way, maybe the most unbreakable record in sports. Like there's a lot of records in sports that are probably unbreakable, as you know, some things just won't be touched. Now, other things like Wayne Gretzky's goal scoring record was tracked down and it was broken. But Glenn Hall's got one that's never going to be touched. We're going to get into that a little bit, and then we're going to get fired up for Gemco Fireplaces. Luke Gazdic and Reid Wilkins on the way today to set up the Oilers and the Jets. I was going to play a quick Will Fraser, Reid Wilkins, but my monitor started going all wonky. I don't know what just happened there. So we'll get to that when we come back. Ticket. Yeah, we'll get to that when we come back. All right, we've got a sports update coming up. If you are listening on 95.7, a couple of quick commercials, traffic update, and then you'll be right back with us. If you're on all of our online platforms, we got a sports update brought to you by Paramount Flooring. This January, Paramount Flooring wants to give you more with free premium underlay included with any in-stock carpet purchase. Are you ready to treat your feet? Visit us in store, online. ParamountFlooring.ca. Here's the update.
Game day as the Oilers back in action tonight when they visit the Winnipeg Jets. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows right here on EST. Coverage gets underway at 5. It's one of 12 games around the NHL tonight. Adam Henrique yesterday placed on IR, not expected back until after the Olympic break. Henrique 2 goals and 8 assists in 43 games this season. Action last night saw Utah top the Senators 3-1. Macklin Celebrini a goal and 2 assists as the Sharks knocked off the Kings 4-3. Celebrini extending his point streak to 12 games. Chicago over the Blues 7-3, make it 4 straight wins for the Blackhawks. That's a season high. Flames have now dropped 3 straight following a 4-1 loss in Montreal, and the Dallas Stars would snap a 6-game losing streak. They win in Washington 4-1 over the Caps. Trade deadline in the WHL falls later today at 6. The Oil Kings in action last night. They kicked off a 3-game Saskatchewan road trip with a 6-4 victory in Swift Current. Miroslav Holinka with a pair of goals. First win for the Oil Kings in Swift Current since 2022. That snaps a 7-game slide. Oil Kings back on the ice tomorrow night in Saskatoon. Emmanuel quickly hit a three-pointer at the buzzer. Raptors would rally from a 10-point deficit to knock off the Hornets 97-96. Some bad news, though, for the Raps as Brandon Ingram would suffer a right thumb sprain during the first half, which left him sidelined for the remainder of the night. Raptors are in Boston tomorrow, looking to make it 4 straight wins. Elsewhere, the Thunder would snap a 2-game slide with a 129-125 overtime win against the Jazz. SGA, 46 points. While the Lakers would fall in San Antonio 107-91. Luka Doncic, 38 points and a triple-double. 4 games in the NBA tonight. And the college football playoff resumes later tonight, semifinal 1. It's the Fiesta Bowl from Glendale between number 10 Miami and number 6 Ole Miss. Kickoff 5:30. Sports Update brought to you by Paramount Flooring. This January, Paramount Flooring wants to give you more with premium underlay included with any in-stock carpet purchase. Are you ready to treat your feet? Visit us in-store or online at ParamountFlooring.ca.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
Breaking a bed, making hacky sacks. Trev won't let us stop. Grandma in the sweatshop, sweating through a shirt. She finally just had to blur. My fingers hurt.
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 Get back to work. What a jerk. My fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. Get back to work. What a jerk.
My fingers hurt.
The hacky sack queen. Grandson just so mean. She just works and works until her fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. Get back to work.
6:35, our new smash hit, My Fingers Hurt, in honor of Trev's grandma making hacky sacks in a sweatshop for Trev when he was in grade 9. That's a classic. Jill texted and says, guys, I hate AI, but what a song. That's the thing, right? Sometimes there's some bangers emerging from the AI slop.
Love the AI.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't? 780-218-9999. Over on Twitter, Derek Reed tweets at me this morning and says that Hofer is what it looks like when I'm looking for someone to vacuum the EST office. You know, like I'm Montgomery standing on the bench looking for, and Hernan and Zach are down the hallway hiding around the corner. That's what it is. They're just like, oh, I don't want to do work. I'm going to have to stay over here. Doesn't matter. I'm vacuuming today. That's it. I'm vacuuming.
you're
This
just gonna
place,
do it.
it's gone too carried away. I'm just vacuuming.
So basically
today.
now,
I've been bitching about
at
it
the
for a
next
week, and they
meeting,
still haven't done
We're
it.
going to get new chores assigned, and if you just so choose not to do them, you'll just do them for us.
I guess
Is that
that's what's
kinda
going to
how
have to
this
happen.
is how it works?
I
All
mean,
right.
we've got a prospective client coming in for a meeting today,
Yes.
and they can't come in with the floor looking like this.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It's got to be vacuumed. I don't know how many more times I need to hint to the boys that it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Like,
I am surprised that none of them have taken initiative because it's not like you're like, you've said it a few times. If that was me, I'd be like, okay, I probably should get this done.
you think?
And they're just like, oh, okay, Dusty's bringing it up again. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I am vacuuming. I am vacuuming today. I've got a call at 9:05 Then after that, I'm going to vacuum.
I know Zach did say, he was like, hey, Hernan, I was probably going to vacuum on Friday. He was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, it's not good. I'm vacuuming today. I can't take it anymore.
That's
I
all
walk
I
in
heard.
here, everywhere I look, there's like little white pebbles and stuff. So
I'm choosing vacuuming next time, and then it's another free space in the card.
I'm choosing
essentially.
vacuuming next time.
Well, really? Well, you don't
if
have
I'm
to
going to
do
have
it.
to do it anyway, I'm selecting it. I'm taking vacuuming 1 and vacuuming 2. We split the job between 2 people. It still can't get done.
No.
All right. So sad news yesterday. Glenn Hall passing away. He's got one of, if not the most unbreakable streak in the history of sports because goaltenders don't even play. I mean, what's the most that a goalie would play in a row nowadays? I mean, here in Edmonton, it's no more than 3 ever.
3?
Well, sometimes it's 2 or 1. But this legend played over 500 consecutive games. And he would be sick before every game. And he just continued to find a way to grind it out. Nobody's ever going to touch it. Like that is, with the way the game has changed, Glenn Hall's consecutive game streak will never, ever, ever be broken. Ever. So, I mean, that's insane. It's incredible. It got me thinking last night because Glenn Hall would be on a list of probably the top. I think he's probably at least in the top 12 goalies of all time. And I threw it out last night on Twitter. Like, if you're building a Mount Rushmore of NHL goaltending, who are the 4 guys that would be on it? And I'm a little bit torn on this one because I feel like I instantly want to sort of jump to my generation, and I probably overlook those before.
That's what
right?
does.
When I hear it, I go, Patrick Waugh, Dominic Hasek, Marty Brodeur. Boom.
Sure,
There's 3.
yeah.
There's 3. Now I feel bad because what are you going to do with Sawchuk? Are you going to put Dryden on there? Jacques Plante won, I think, 6 Vezinas or 7 Vezinas. Glenn Hall, I was on some people's list last night. So it's
in a different time as well.
Oh, I know. That's the thing.
That's what we're talking about. Hall is so you're talking about things that are done in a certain time in a certain period, and you're also doing it against certain opposition, which is different. So you can have generational, I think, Mount Rushmores, and you wouldn't be faulted if you put a guy on there and had to leave a guy off based on the fact that you watched more of them.
Troll texts in and says Brodeur, Hasek, Waugh, and Sawchuk. Last night on Twitter, Hasek, Sawchuk, Hall, and Patrick Waugh. This one says it's not that hard. Hasek, Waugh, Brodeur, and Sawchuk. Hasek, Sawchuk, Plante, and Waugh. George Vezina, who the trophy's named after. Jacques Plante, Bernie Parent, and Marty Brodeur. That one was from John last night on Twitter. Kent says George Vezina, Hall, Brodeur, and Patrick Waugh. Sawchuk, Hall, Dryden, and Waugh. This one came in from the Sausage Hobbit on Twitter last night. It says really hard, but I'll say Sawchuk, Dryden, Hasek, and Waugh. Dryden's one. I mean, if you go look at Ken Dryden, I mean, it was Ken Dryden. I think he's kind of got to be up there, but then I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to have Patrick Waugh and Ken Dryden on there. Is my Habs homerism shining through that much?
Can't have that.
But Ken Dryden only played 8 seasons. He won 6 Stanley Cups. He had a save percentage of .922. He had a goals against average of 2.24. He started 397 games and only lost 57 of them. And he won the Calder Trophy, the Conn Smythe, and 5 Vezina trophies. Basically, when Ken Dryden was playing, no other goalies ate on his watch. Like he won cups, he won all the Vezinas, and then he basically called her quits. So I think Dryden probably should be up there as well.
On that Twitter feed that you had, Cam goes, "This may be the toughest question you've ever asked." Immediately after that, Liam McGuire said, "It's not that hard."
Oh yeah.
Somebody's saying you can put I think you've identified 7.
I think there's
7 or 8.
There's like 7 or 8 goalies who.
And then Cam goes, "Put them all in a hat and draw 4." No wrong choices.
And you could,
in that sense,
you could put the top 8 goalies of all time in a hat, draw 4, and be like, "This is the Mount Rushmore," and people be like, "Yeah, okay, that's okay." That's
there's no draw that you could. Yeah,
it's It's a tough one. Lucas texts in and says, but who's your Mount Rushmore of goalie masks?
Aha.
Jeez. That's a pretty good one. I mean, I have to go back to my elementary school days when I would draw goalie masks in class. And they would be, well, I mean, Jerry Cheevers would be on there for sure.
Well, I think
because that's like a cheat code. It's the Hall of Famer, the stitches on the. I had a road hockey mask that I stitched up just like it.
He's not going to be on your Vezina Mount Rushmore, but Brian Hayward of the San Jose Sharks.
I was going to say Brian Hayward.
It's low key because the Sharks were like new at that, and so a shark head, like it was simplistic and it was perfect.
That's why I love John Van Beesbrook so much as well.
Yeah.
With the Florida Panthers, because it was like the Panther was eating his face.
That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up Hayward because I was going to say Hayward.
A forgotten goalie, but not a forgotten mask.
Yeah, I think Cheevers, Hayward, Van Beesbrook, and then nowadays they're so detailed that you have to take a magnifying glass and look at all the cool details.
It's a little too much nowadays.
It's so much.
They've hidden messages in them that you can kind of.
I like the simplistic designs.
Yeah, right.
Just keep it simple.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, that's a good one. Hayward was the first one as a kid where I was like, look what he did with his mask.
Potvin, Belfour.
See that like the Belfour one was very memorable.
Potvin's. It was unique. I mean, you're never gonna.
I wonder who was the first goalie to ever have a painted mask in the net, like the modern style with paint on it. I wonder who was the first goalie that did. Like Hayward's the one that jumps off the page because he had all those shark teeth around there. But Cujo had a great mask as well. Cujo's was a little bit more detailed than like the Haywards and stuff, but still was an awesome mask. That's a good one.
You might correct me here, but I just did a quick search. Doug Favell or Favell, first ever painted goalie mask for the Flyers. Ernie Higgins created it October 31, 1970.
Okay, and that was
it was just
like
a white and orange,
and it was
kind of
there was like orange streaks and white streaks.
That's the one. Yeah.
So that was the first one. And then that was not the modern day mask. That was just a mask back in the day.
Yeah.
So that was the first
but you're
one.
talking, modern.
Actually, the other one that should be in there is Grant Fuhr's mask. I had like a copy of Grant Fuhr's mask.
Yeah.
Made out of some material that in our old house, it was on me. I'm not blaming my wife for this, but it's on me. I had it on the top of a shelf, but I didn't have it really secured properly. And she was coming down some stairs, and I don't know if she bumped into the wall or something, but the mask fell and it cracked. And that still pisses me off. I might have to get another Grant Fuhr mask. It was signed by Grant Fuhr. Oh. I still have pieces of it. I guess I could try to glue it back together. It broke into 3 pieces. Think I could glue that back together?
It's only 3 pieces. I was expecting like hundreds.
No.
Okay.
Just like some kind of the side sort of chunked off of it.
Get some super glue.
Maybe. I've never been good with super glue.
The nail glue. That's some pretty hardcore stuff.
Cujo's mask too. Now I'm going down. Mike Richter.
Yeah.
With the Statue of Liberty.
Richter had a pretty plain Statue of Liberty, but
again, not too busy. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, today they're so awesome.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like they're incredible, but there's so much going on to these that I haven't really dove into a lot of good masks. Recently because they're all freaking awesome.
Some guys should do like Army camo or something, or one of those like 3D. You might got that 3D book, like a 3D art, where you kind of got to go in and cross your eyes a bit and then zoom out a bit, and it's a.
I want somebody to do up a mask that when they're in the butterfly, it's the same portion of the net, so you see like the crossbar coming across it, and then mesh, and then like a little bit of the crowd.
Yeah,
just to try to mess with shooters.
Yeah.
You won't see their head.
Yeah, and have the pads the same, like a netting net.
The whole type of thing. All right, 780-218-9999. So, I mean, if I had to go my personal top 4 masks on a Mount Rushmore, Jerry Cheevers, Grant Fuhr, Brian Hayward, and probably John Van Beesbrook. Who was the other guy? I was just
helmet
thinking
too
of?
was different. It wasn't like a regular. It was like that compacted.
Andy Moog's Boston mask. It was also in the set of Pro Set goalie mask cards. Remember, the Pro Set was the first ever drop goalie mask cards. I thought they were going to be worth $1 million. I've got like 60 of them. They're worth nothing. But Andy Moog's Bruins mask was pretty slick too.
Same type of thing with the.
It was kind of like a pre-Cujo.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
And man, when they had those miniature masks at McDonald's back in the day, was. Give me another run of those.
Yeah, Andy Moog's Bruins mask looked slick. I like that one. All right, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. You know what's funny is that this mask conversation was spurred on by our conversation that started around Glenn Hall, and Glenn Hall didn't wear a mask. Now, did Glenn Hall wear a mask late in his career? I think during the streak he didn't wear a mask at all. But did he wear a mask in St. Louis?
Yeah, he didn't.
I think he wore. I think he wore a mask in St. Louis. Yeah. All right, 780-218-9999. Good time Charlie texts in and says, I want Trev's shirt on a goalie mask today.
Thank you. That'd be cool. That'd be something, eh?
Mike texts in a picture of a magazine. Has the greatest masks of all time from the Hockey News. Mike, I have that magazine. I have that one. I'm glad you brought that up. I might have to dig that out. That was a good one. Yeah, Parkside says Andy Moog's Bruins mask was iconic and likely influenced Cujo and Hayward's.
Big Nick asking no love for Osgood and Hasek. Dan Cloutier, if you will. Urbe had the best one of planes because it was.
Yeah, his was.
It had
Yeah,
the straight
that
top
was
gauge.
better than the Osgood and the Cloutier.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Could be your Royal Pizza text of the day. Chris in Alabama says, "Hey Dusty, get Trev's grandma to fix the mask for you."
She could, man.
I know she probably could, right?
Oh, absolutely.
She always. So didn't you tell her? What did you tell me yesterday that you asked her, or you were telling her about something, and she asked you if you wanted another hacky sack?
Yeah, I was just like, oh, Grandma, remember when I had you making me all those hacky sacks? And the first thing she said was, yes, I do. Would you like one? I was like, oh, that's so sweet. I was like, oh, no, I'm good. We were just talking about it on the show. And then she kind of chuckled. But yeah, first, that's the thing. She was like, hey, how much more do you want? She was coming to me. She liked keeping busy. And it was a good dynamic Grandma and I had. You know, I had the clients and she had the work ethic.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. You know, she was retired, so.
I think the best thing you told me off the air was that sometimes she would make them, the quality wasn't good enough because some of the beads would fall out.
Yeah.
And you'd be like,
yeah, that was an issue.
that up.
Yeah.
That was an issue.
You expect me to sell this?
Well,
Throw it down.
Some of my clients would come back to me,
Yeah.
the grade 7 students, and they'd say, hey, look at my hacky sack. It's kind of empty. I'm like, well, you bought it. It's already too late.
Oh, no return policy.
No return. Nothing
Trev's
like
hacky sack black market.
Yeah. So that did happen. It was kind of just like, buy another one. You don't like it, buy another one. That's all I can say.
All right, we do have Luke Gazdic coming up. Gaz is going to join us just after 7 o'clock this morning. But let's get fired up for Gemco Fireplaces today. The only place you need to go for all of your Napoleon products. Gemco's been proudly serving Edmonton in the area for 45 years. They're the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Here's a good one.
Royal Pizza.
Grandmas are just great. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah, grandmas are the best. It is a lot of fun. All right. Fired up about a couple of things. First of all, the Super Bowl party. Our Super Bowl party at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge has become quite the event since we launched Edmonton Sports Talk. We're very much looking forward to seeing you join us there again. I want to give you the details again because I think we hit this later in the show yesterday. But they are asking that if you are going to come, please phone ahead and try to pre-book a table. I think these are going to go pretty quickly. I also took a staff table of 15. So, the big table, along the wall there when you come down the stairs. Where
I had a good say. I was back on the booth. I had a full plate because if you sit on the other side, you're kind of, you know what I mean? So, you
want to be in the booth.
You want to be in the booth.
Everything, yeah.
And booth. Prefer a booth.
I love the booth, too.
Yeah.
Nothing against the chair.
No,
but if I'm settling in to watch a Super Bowl,
you want to
give me the booth.
Yeah.
So if you would like to come and join, it's not like you have to pay for the table. You just have to reserve your table because it's going to fill up quickly. edm.centurysports@cnty.com. That's edm.centurysports at cnty.com. Fire them an email. Let them know that you'd like to reserve a table for the Edmonton Sports Talk Super Bowl party, and Renee and the crew over there will get that list going. edm.centurysports@cnty.com. We are fired up about that today.
Yeah, Renee loves to host the party. Lots of prizes and giveaways.
It's a great
always.
time.
It's a real good time, yeah.
A couple years ago, things got pretty carried away. We had the largest, and we usually drink them out of 6 o'clockers. So I'd shout out Renee to buy as many 6 o'clocker lagers from Alley Cat as you possibly can, because those things go down very smoothly on Super Bowl day. And if you have not yet tried our beer, it's a 6 o'clocker lager, available at all Sobeys and Safeway liquors. We partner with Alley Cat on it to become one of their best-selling beers. And you can find it at other liquor stores now as well, but definitely at every Sobeys and Safeway liquor.
They were bringing them out in buckets last year.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
Buckets.
Seeing our beers in a bucket is pretty eye-opening. Like, oh, my God, they're in a bucket now.
Now we're telling people to book a spot in the Sully Sports Bar Lunch. Has the Godfather, T-Roy, booked a room yet? Is that
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he did. Last year, so the first year we had our Super Bowl party there, we decided to stay at the casino and then do our shows the next morning from Selly's. And that was a backfire. That wasn't a great idea. I think we all were just like, oh, it's okay. We're staying here. We stay up till 2:30 in the morning. Trev rolled in hour and a half into the show. Not a good look. I don't know if you slept at all. I was exhausted. Last year we didn't do that again. Last year we went home and then came in and felt the exact same way.
It was a good breakfast, Caesars, though, from Renee.
Yeah, no, it was
albeit virgin, but
it was a good time. It's an amazing party. edm.centurysports@cnty.com. Hey, your boy Barron. What is this? I wasn't even aware of this. Your boy Barron texted and says you can finally get the lager in Saskatchewan.
Oh,
What?
your boy Barron. Whereabouts?
Yeah.
Specifically, we need
Gotta
more
be
information.
like
on this.
in Regina, I would think. That's incredible, though. A conch for the 6 o'clocker lager going national. I love it. And it is, I know it's our beer and we're going to tell you, but it is very good. If you've had one or if you talk to somebody who's had one, they'll tell you. It's a delicious, smooth drinking beer. All right, we are in the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio this morning. And Popeyes right now, 3-piece, bone-in chicken, just $8. Their chicken is marinated for 12 hours, hand-battered, and comes in portions that, unlike other places today, will actually fill you up. Unreal value. If you haven't had Popeyes in a while, go see for yourself. Popeyes on the line. It is in Regina. So if you are listening in Regina, you're watching Regina, 6 o'clocker lager available there. Woo! Yesterday, maybe I got in over my head, but I'm still fired up about this bet with the way that the roster's constructed and the Henrique injury. So yesterday on the oil stream, which is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 12 until 1 with myself and Gazzola, Hernan Salas was sitting with us a bit yesterday, and we were chatting. We were chatting about Kapanen on the Draisaitl line. He had a goal and assist, and Tommy and Hernan were both like, I don't see it working and all this stuff. And they were kind of very poo-pooing the Kapanen on Draisaitl's line. So I opened up my big mouth and I said, I bet you Draisaitl stays there for at least a week. Or maybe Hernan said he won't be there for more than a week. And I said, you want to bet on it? So we made a bet yesterday on the oil stream that Kapanen, as of next Wednesday, and I thought it was 3 games, but they actually play 4 games between now and next Wednesday. One of them is against Nashville again. But Kapanen, if Kapanen is on Draisaitl's wing to start the next 4 games,
including tonight. So Oilers are in Winnipeg. They host the Kings Saturday.
Kapanen's got to be on Draisaitl's wing.
Chicago Monday, Nashville Tuesday. So
that's right.
Nashville Tuesday one.
That's kind of the last one.
Okay, so he
has to start. You know when they tweet out the lines, Kapanen has to be next to Draisaitl up until that Tuesday game.
Okay,
including the Tuesday game.
Going by the tweets.
Going by the tweets from
because I could see these two guys kind of like.
No. I said by the tweets. When the game starts, Kapanen, if they go nuclear during the game, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Kapanen has to be starting the game next to Leon Draisaitl. If he does that for the next 4 games, Hernan and Tommy have to buy me Popeyes for lunch.
Wait. They split buying you lunch?
That's a horrible deal for me. One of them will have, knowing Hernan, he won't even buy me the lunch anyway.
I'd get a separate lunch from each.
Maybe that's what it should be. Yeah. So those two guys somehow have to combine to buy me Popeyes for lunch.
Wow.
If Kapanen is not starting one of those games on the line, I'm buying Popeyes for the entire staff for lunch on next Wednesday.
Start calling you Tony.
It's shades of... Now, Tony would have been Popeyes for life. So this is different. This is one... And I should be treating you guys to some lunches sometimes.
Wow.
So, Trev, what do you think? I know you've had some time to think about this. We brought you in the loop on this yesterday. You said, but can I just make a case here to keep Kapanen in line? Okay, first of all, hadn't played in 2 months, and they put him back up there. So it's not like they love all their other options that they have.
That's a good case.
The only other guy who could really take it from him is probably Roslovic, but Henrique's out, and they seem to be okay using Roslovic as a third-line center. So that's another thing that helps Kapanen's case. So I decided to, I know Knobloch mixes it up a lot, but I decided to kind of go out on the limb here and say Kapanen's going to ride shotgun with Draisaitl for the next 4 games at least.
Yeah, I just, I'm hesitant for sure because I don't know, like, serious question. Has Draisaitl, when was the last time Draisaitl had the same wingers 4 games in a row? Like, has that ever happened?
I'm not sure it's ever happened. I mean,
I don't remember.
Why'd you bring that up, Trev?
Serious. Like, I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. So that's my case. That's my biggest reason. And all it's gonna take is, you know, a bad stretch.
It's not gonna take
five like bad shifts of them not producing anything. Then it's like, okay, yeah, we're changing things up.
But who are they putting up there then? They have nobody else to play third line center. They're not going to move Nuge down there. Nuge is locked in with McDavid.
Yeah.
So who else is going to play third line center? Matthias Janmark, Trent Frederick?
And see, that's the only thing that you really got going for you is there is no option. Like you bump up, like Lazard's not going to, no, I don't know.
Plus, Kapanen plays the game straightforward, gets in, plays the body, very similar to Podkolzin, who Leon loves playing with.
Yeah.
And the fact that he hadn't played in 2 months and got right onto the line, I think that helps too.
You're winning me over.
I think Leon might have said to Knobloch, when Cappy's back, he's with me.
Yeah.
I'll have a spicy chicken sandwich, please.
Yeah, you're winning me over, but I'll believe it when I see it. I just... I don't know.
This Finnish love affair with Captain now.
I'm all in now.
This is my favorite soap opera.
My goal is in 2 months to have Maddie and Speck slide in my DMs telling me I'm an idiot.
I want to post
just like back with Puljujärvi in the
on
day.
your office door.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting a jersey.
Cream.
Yeah, one of the new jerseys, but with Kapanen on the back. What say you? 780-218-9999. Kenton Red Deer says, last time I recall Draisaitl having consistent line mates is when he was rolling with Yamamoto and Nuge. Yeah, well, that wasn't that long ago.
That was the only thing I could think of. That was like 5 years ago. 6 years ago now, actually.
Rubella 2.0 says, let me know if Dusty starts making odds for Play Alberta. RCN says, no game sense whatsoever. I think there's a path to an all-time upset here. I think I might be able to pull this off. Think about it. They're playing the Jets tonight, who've lost 10 in a row.
Yeah, Kings Saturday
Why
night.
are you going to mix up a lineup if you win?
At home. Yeah.
Right? So if they can beat the Jets tonight, then all of a sudden he's definitely going to stay there versus the Kings. Big rival. You want them crashing and banging.
Yeah.
And then after that,
you're
who
in
did it
Chicago
again?
Monday.
Chicago and Nashville again. Why are you not going to have him with him in Nashville, considering you just had a goal and assist against Nashville?
Tuesday can't come soon enough.
I can't wait. This is going to be the best Popeyes lunch I've ever had in my entire life. Next Wednesday, live on the Oil Stream.
Purchased by 2 people.
Yeah.
Now, are they getting you a meal? Like, what is your lunch? Is that can be anything you want, right? Like, there was no talk of.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm so hungry, and
that's the thing.
I'm going to get them to get lunch for everybody. You know what I feel like today, boys? 2 buckets of chicken.
Yeah. That's the play.
All right, 780-218-9999.
Or you get the soup and then get the lunch.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not that hungry today. I'll take my meal later. 6 o'clock hour has been brought to you by... Anyway, I'm very fired up about that. And this has been fired up for Jimco Fireplace. Trev, you're starting to think that I might win this bet, aren't you?
I'm just starting to think of all the possibilities now because, you know, if they do go nuclear, I don't know why they would, but they could.
But they won't go back to it to start the next game. Right? It's just he has to start games next to Leon.
I mean, but crazier things have happened. We've been like, they're never going to go nuclear again. And then the next thing they do, nuclear. Boom.
Somebody's getting chicken.
Someone's getting
Either way, somebody gets it.
And YouTube Trev and I will probably have some.
Nobody's ever complained.
We win somehow. I mean, there'll be some chicken hanging around here. Right?
6 o'clock hour has been presented to you by Ewell. We got Luke Gazdic coming up in less than 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere. Edmonton Sports Talk continues all day long on TuneIn, on iHeart, at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and over on YouTube. Also in the second hour of the show, Gazdic, Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day, I Got Beef, and local legend Reid Wilkins will join us on the Firehouse Subs hotline as well. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM this morning, we've got a quick traffic update coming your way. I don't know if Pauline Higgins is on traffic today or not, but traffic's coming up like a minute and a half of commercials, and then you're right back with us as well. We've got a sports update brought to you by Expedia Cruises.
And a trade to announce as well.
You son of a gun.
More in the update.
Which league? It's probably the association. Anyway, whether you're dreaming of... Is it WHL trade? Maybe WHL.
No, but good guess.
Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834. Here's the update.
A game day as the Oilers are back in action tonight in Winnipeg. Join Tom Gazzola with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows right here on EST. Coverage begins at 5 o'clock. Oilers-Jets, one of 12 games around the NHL tonight. Adam Henrique yesterday placed on the IR. He's not expected back until after the Olympic break. Henrique, 2 goals and 8 assists in 43 games this season. Action from last night. The Stars snapping a 6-game slide as they win in Washington 4-1 over the Caps. Montreal 4-1 victors over the Flames. Flames have now dropped 3 straight. Ottawa topped 3-1 out in Utah. Chicago win their 4th straight. That's a season high. 7-3 over the Blues. And Macklin Celebrini extending his point streak to 12 games. He had a goal and 2 helpers in the Sharks' 4-3 victory over the Kings. WHL trade deadline falls later today at 6. The Oil Kings victorious in Swift Current last night for the first time since 2022. That snaps a 7-game slide and a 6-4 victory over the Broncos. Miroslav Holinka had a pair of goals in the win. The road trip continues tomorrow with a stop in Saskatoon. The Atlanta Hawks trading 4-time NBA All-Star Trae Young to the Wizards this morning for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert. Last night, it was the Raptors rallying from a 10-point deficit to knock off the Hornets 97-96. Brandon Ingram would suffer a right thumb sprain during the first half, which left him sidelined for the rest of the night. The Raptors visit Boston tomorrow, looking to make it 4 wins in a row. Elsewhere last night, the Thunder would snap a 2-game slide with a 129-125 overtime victory over the Jazz. And Luka Doncic, 38 points and a triple-double, not enough as the Lakers fall in San Antonio 107-91 to the Spurs. 4 games in the NBA tonight. College football playoffs continue tonight. Semifinal game 1, the Fiesta Bowl from Glendale, as number 6 Ole Miss takes on number 10 Miami. Kickoff 5:30. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
Oh, listen to this. 18,000 watching every night. No more staph infection, so you can take flight. It's okay that you don't shoot right. Your future's still very bright. Your future's very bright. A 7-year deal is what you sign. Well, with an AAV that we don't mind. So now with Lawson by your side, yeah, we know you're gonna be just fine. You know who you are, Clefbaum, yeah. Oscar Clefbaum. Every time you score a goal, we're gonna play the song. Clefbaum, Oscar Clefbaum. And Oscar, you can do no wrong. Oscar so you can do no wrong. Clef Bomb.
7:06 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here today. The Nielson Show today and every day brought to you the fine folks over at Weiss Johnson. Whoa. Get a new Train furnace right now, and they'll give you 15% off any additional mechanical systems that you do at the same time. Air conditioners, heat pumps, hot water tank, garage heater. You get 15% off those, plus no interest for 24 months. Do the math on that. That's 2 years. Visit weiss-johnson.com and book an estimate today. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. It's moving along very quickly today. One of your text messages will be crowned the Royal Pizza. It's the text of the day. So we'll get to that coming up as well. Second hour of the show looks like this. Play Alberta early bird bet on the way. I got beef coming up around 7:30 today. And then Reid Wilkins on the Firehouse Subs hotline. He'll be by around 7:45 this morning. 7 o'clock hour is brought to you by GameSense. When you are gambling, please set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense. Oilers going up against a struggling Winnipeg Jets team tonight.
Wouldn't mind discussing maybe your bet with our next guest as well. Hey?
Might as well bring him in. Yeah. Get his thoughts on this. Our next guest, our first guest of the day on the Firehouse Subs hotline is Luke Gazdic, who's brought to you by GS Construction. For more than 5 decades, GS Construction has been proud to serve our communities and work alongside incredible people, helping Edmonton grow for over 50 years. Visit gsconstruction.ca for more details. All right, let's bring in Gaz. I haven't seen him in a little while. Gaz, how are the holidays, my man?
They're great, dude.
Yeah?
How about you guys? What's going on?
We had a good time, man. You got to spend some time with family, a few days off here and there. No complaints, man. It was
before we get going, I gotta ask, who makes all the songs? Like, who produces? Is his ideas from different people? Like, some of them are great, some of them are whatever, but they're hilarious, dude. Like, before I come on, especially in Reid's show too. Like, I'm just like very curious.
Yeah, well, like that Clef Bomb song and all the goal songs that we have, and I apologize that we didn't have a goal song for Luke Gazdic when you played here, but I write the lyrics. People will give us ideas, or we'll come up with ideas, and I write the lyrics, and then we have like a company down in LA that we have produced them, so they kind of sound like as
like actual songs.
Yeah,
dude, that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, it's usually been a pretty good investment outside of the Tobias Reeder goal song we had, because he didn't score a goal in 67 games. So
one of the better ones.
Yeah, that one was a bit of a waste of money.
I think I ended with five goals.
Maybe it was
four.
A few times, right?
Yeah, we would get a couple times there. Hey, I know we've talked about him before too, but Oscar Klefbom was the man. He was the best. Like, all 3 years that I was there, he was there the whole time. Talk about a guy that like never had a bad day. Like, no matter, and he was getting like, his body was banged up, and by the end of it, like he was really getting there, but like, smile on his face every single day, like walking in here to here. I don't know if I've told you this story before, but I used to try to mess with these guys all the time, and I don't know, just do different stuff. Like, I don't know, pranks, call them pranks, whatever you want. But like, one of my specialties was the color helmets. Like, we'd all, this morning we're wearing, wherever our schedule was, like, we're wearing white today, guys. Okay, so everybody white helmets, whatever. And I would always be like, hey, you're wearing the wrong helmet. And I finally got him one day, and he came out with his blue helmet on, and everybody else had white. And so we're doing the Indy 500 before, and coaches skate up to him, like, what's going on? And you just see from across the ice, he just shoots a look over to me, just crying. This little stuff like that, man. Like, damn, I miss it a lot. I really do. But he was the man for people who, like, I don't know, didn't know much about him off the ice or whatever. He was just so cool, and I know they miss him a lot.
There were a few pictures of that dude with his shirt off that still circulate.
Shredded.
The online, ripped.
So we used to have the fitness test too, and like, he was always, they post them at the end. So like, every event had like top to bottom. It was so embarrassing. Like, even for me, like, my vertical was like 3 inches. I was like 65th every time. But Cleffy was like top 5 every single category. He was a machine.
Them losing him really threw things. I mean, he was going to be such a big part of the left side of that blue line, man. Like, just
on the ice
guy
too.
Of that caliber, man. Like,
you guys know, like, on the ice too, he was a hell of a hockey player.
He was tremendous.
And when they paired him with Lars, like, I was like, man, this is going to be special. But it's too bad, man. Injuries got the best of him. He was a good dude.
Gaz, quickly, let's hit on that game last night, the Montreal-Calgary game. I know you were working that game last night. I mean, the Habs had that one stretch in the second period where they sort of just took things over. What did you think of Calgary last night trying to hang around in that one?
Just two teams going in different directions trending wise. So I went through it a couple times, but like this Montreal team, they're for real. Like this is a legit squad. They just went on a 7-game roadie, got 10 out of 14 points. They're missing 7 regulars. They're missing 7 regular players. Like really important guys for them, all the way from Goalie to Doc to Newhook, and guys that play a lot of minutes for them. But they play fast. They play with a ton of pace. Different. They play a different style than a lot of other teams. Calgary, man. Okay, so we say this a lot. Like the one thing I admire about them is they give you an honest effort every night. Like there is not a night where you're like, they just didn't work tonight. They just don't have the top end finishers. So like Dustin Wolf keeps them in the start of the game. He had 14 saves, probably 7 grade A chances in the first period. But when the game comes to like those crucial periods where you guys know watching Edmonton, when Connor and Leon just take over at some point, right? Like you can only defend them so many times. Calgary just doesn't have those guys. And on top of that, they have the worst power play in hockey. They went 0 for 4 again last night. It's tough go for them right now. It's all 2-goal games, and if they get down by a couple, it's almost like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But I will tell you, Dustin Wolf, special player. Just interesting to see what way they're going to go there. I don't know. They have a bunch of guys like Kadri is questionable. I know Rasmus probably wants out of there. Blake Coleman. I don't know.
They got some guys who other teams would covet for sure if they want to move.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But you know what? I kind of look at this too, like, man, like even at Sportsnet, like I would love all the Canadian teams to be doing well, especially like playoff time, so we can get some good matchups and you know, for everything. But I like the standings stay in the West, and Calgary, Vancouver, Winnipeg, and it's just that's tough, man. I know we got Winnipeg coming in. Are they in? No, they're in Winnipeg. Right?
It's in Winnipeg. Yeah.
There's another team too, man. Did they ever miss 2 guys in particular? Nick Ehlers and. Crazy that you'd ever even think saying this, but Mason Appleton. Like they had the best third line in hockey for a long time. Like that Niederreiter, Lowry, Appleton identity line was like their secondary punch of scoring. And it went from their top line, who was absolutely nails last year, to Nick Ehlers pushing the pace on the second. And then this third line that just beat the crap out of you and like would score too. And seemed very similar to Calgary. They can't score. If their top line doesn't score for them, they can't score. At the end of the day, I think they're still in a good spot. They still have Kyle Connor on long-term deal, Mark Scheifele long-term deal, and you still have maybe Josh Morrissey long-term deal, and maybe one of the best goaltenders in the world. Like that's a pretty good core to build around. But they're in a tough spot right now.
Well, what's your beat on tonight? Because the Oilers, they had the get-right game against the Preds.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was rolling there, and we'll get to the Oilers too. But the Jets, this has to be one of the most frustrating 10-game losing streaks because you go over the results. They're all by like a goal. I mean, this has got to be extremely frustrating. I know they're sitting rock bottom right now, but really not a team that justifies being rock bottom.
Yeah, so you know what? I feel for a guy like Josh Morrissey. We had him on when he got named to the Olympic team. We had him on the show, and even he said too, he's like, a lot of these games have been closer. You know, it doesn't look as bad as it probably is. And I think I would agree with them on that. Like these have all been close, but I feel like, first of all, Edmonton's played really, I'd have to check, but I feel like they've played really well in Winnipeg over the years. Like even going back to when I was there, I just think it's a building that for whatever reason, Connor and Leon love playing in. If they get off to a good start, Helly's always the X factor.
Yeah.
Right. Like they could do whatever they wanted and Helly could have a classic Hellebuck night. But if they get after them early, it'll be tough for them to chase the game. That's what I've seen from their 10 gamers, that if you get out to not even goals, just if you push the pace early, they have a tough time keeping up and they have a really tough time chasing the game. And then especially on the scoreboard, like if you get up a couple of goals, it is very hard for them to come back in a hockey game if they're down a couple. So that's where, I mean, I'd want your top guys pushing the pace tonight, but roll all 4. That's what you have to do. Roll all 4 and just make them keep up with you, make them play with you. And hopefully Helly isn't having one of those nights where absolutely nothing's getting by him.
Luke Gazdic with us on the Firehouse Subs hotline today. Has Connor McDavid ever been better than he is right now?
I was going to ask you guys the same thing. Like, I was literally going to say, like, have you, since he got to the team, have you guys seen him playing a stretch of better, more dominant hockey? Like, I don't know. I really don't. I don't think so. My answer is I don't think so. This is the best we've ever seen.
Any better?
Well, that's what we're saying. Like in the last 16 games,
you could never rule anything out, right? Like,
I know. Like Colby's saying to me in the
games, he's on a 200-point pace.
Like Colby Armstrong says to me at the studio last night, like we went and rewatched the goal on the power play just because like I had been trying to figure out if it's a set play. I really think it is a set play where
it, didn't it?
Yeah. And it's so smart to have him obviously come in at like Mach 5 speed. But Army's like, why doesn't he just score like 80 goals? He's like, why doesn't he just go score like he can? He's like, he can. And I'm like, it's a good question. I really don't. I don't have the answer for you, but I don't know. Like for my money, I haven't seen him just even the skating. Like I don't get too into the weeds on the NHL edge stuff and stuff like that, but he's skating faster now than he has in his entire career. He had a couple bursts, and they were earlier in the season, but he had a couple bursts early in the season that was the fastest a player has ever skated in the NHL. And that this is Connor, right? Like if the skating's going, everything else feels like it comes with it. And it's I don't know, it's really fun to watch. Like it really is. I think Edmonton fans don't take it for granted, but it's special to watch every night because I really don't think it's been better.
Yeah, he looked like he was playing in the wrong tier against Nashville. Like he's just like, this kid's been tiered wrongly. He should be up a couple levels. Like he was ridiculous. Okay, so I got to bring the loop on this bet that I made yesterday. So Kapanen comes back to the lineup, hadn't played in a couple months, gets the spot alongside Draisaitl, goal and assist in that game. Was it a perfect game for him? Probably not a perfect game, but he had goal and assist and they win. Yesterday,
hitting two.
He had 5 hits. The rest of the forward group combined had 4. And Podkolzin had 3 of those. So Podkolzin and Kapanen were like the 2 guys who were sort of throwing their weight around a little bit. So yesterday on Oil Stream, I was debating with Hernan and Gazzola. I said, Knobloch mixes the lines up a lot. But I went out on a limb and I said, I think Kapanen's going to stay with Leon for a week, which is actually 4 games in a row. Tommy and Hernan were totally against it. They're like, there's no way that happens. He changes things up too much. So we made a bet for some Popeye's chicken in the next week. Do you think I have any chance? Like, is there any chance that Knobloch just leaves Kapanen there with Henrique out and there's not a lot of other options outside of Roslovic at third line center, which would be the guy who could take the Kapanen spot? I don't hate my chances, but it does seem crazy with how much Knobloch switches things up.
I think the bet still has a minus in front of it. Like I think it still has a better chance than a worse chance. Do you know what I mean? But if they go out and lose tonight, like obviously we don't want that to happen, but that's Knobloch in a nutshell. Like if they lose tonight, it's Blender City. It's Blender City for Saturday. But if they stay on a heater, like he doesn't change a ton. But as I look at it, like I'm not shocked that he's keeping him there, but you really think he would have either Savoy or Roslovic on that side. Like the great thing about Kapanen is he can play up and down your lineup. He's got a lot more grit than people think. Loves to finish on the forecheck, but if he keeps scoring and they keep winning, he's not going anywhere, Dusty.
Yes, I see. There's the
feeling good.
And one thing about Knobs is he always goes back to his bread and butter, and I feel like his bread and butter is the 2 Stanley Cup playoff runs. He's craved that third line for a long time, but the one line he went back to always in the playoffs was Pods, Leon, and Cap. Yeah. So that leads me to believe that is a line that he trusts a lot together, and he knows he can always depend on.
Well, I kind of learned my lesson with Knobloch and Kapanen last year in the playoffs because remember he was a healthy scratch. He put him in the lineup, and I'm like, Kapanen's the move. Like that's the move you're going to make. And then he had a great game against Vegas. And I remember the next morning of the show, I was like, I'm never questioning Knobloch ever again. And now we have questioned him since then. But I don't know.
For a waiver wire pickup, he's been great. By the way, like to get him for free, give up nothing for him. He's been outstanding for them.
All right, last one for you, Gaz. And this comes in, a listener texts in and says, can you ask Gazdic what he thinks of Freddie and Mangiapane missing games, being scratched? I would think Frederick probably draws back in tonight with the injury to Henrique. But, I mean, 2 guys that you're paying over $3 million to that we were sort of penciling in to be some options, maybe in the top 6 even for the Oilers this year. And both of them healthy scratch last games. How do you think that impacts those guys, and how do you think it plays out?
I feel for both of them, honestly, because I know they're both good dudes, good teammates, and I know they're working their tails off, but it's just not working. Like, Mans just hasn't worked. They've tried him in every spot they can in the lineup, and it just hasn't worked. And I think that contract is probably easier to get out of than Freddie's. Freddie, yeah,
that's
we're in it for the long haul here with Freddie. I'm still holding hope that his game can go in an upward trajectory, but in terms of Mangiapane, it looks like this story is probably starting to come to an end, and he just hasn't been able to find a regular spot and fit in. Freddie's going to be an interesting one for me, guys. Like, could he be an X factor? I don't know if I'm just glass half full, guys, but I'm still holding out hope that he can give them some good hockey. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Mange and see if, it ends up happening that he goes out and they can get something in return.
Don't you feel like he's at least at the level of player where somebody else will say, we can make him work? I feel like at some point they find something for Mangiapane.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think that'll be a hard contract to entice somebody to. Obviously, Freddie a little different. That's why I think they really got to hold on to that. He's got a no move too. He's going nowhere.
Full no move for the first 4 years.
Yeah, he's not even going down to the minors. So they'll have to live with that one for a bit. But I'm sure there's some teams out there that would like a Mangiapane in their forward lineup.
Guys, good stuff, man. When are you back on the panel?
Who knows, boys? I think I'm off this weekend. I think not till next week, but
okay. Well, enjoy. I
got the weekend off. We got Jags Bills on Sunday. I was gonna go down to Florida for the game, boots on the ground.
Oh man!
But
are you hardcore?
Well, my buddy,
hardcore Bills guy too.
Yeah, big time. They're just in the back right
Eric's
there.
A huge Bills guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So my two best buddies are off too, and we're looking at flights to go down. And we've never been to Jacksonville, so we might go. I'll be EST boots, maybe boots on the ground for Bills Jags.
Have you jumped through a table before? Like, have you done the full pre-game Monty? No,
not yet.
Well, I did
like
2
the
years
idea
ago.
of you missing the panel next week because your shoulder's broken.
It'd be well worth it.
I'm still in the ER at Jacksonville. Sorry, guys.
God, not going to make her. Good stuff, guys. Well, hey, what do you think about that game, though?
I don't know. The Bills defense is an absolute nightmare, to be honest. But I think they got this. This is Josh Allen territory right here. He's going to have a special game.
Yeah, that's the kind of the path that we're thinking if it's going to happen. Yeah. All right, guys. Good stuff, man. If you do get down there, enjoy the game. We'll catch up in a couple weeks.
Thanks, boys. Talk soon.
There you go. That's beauty. That's an absolute beauty. Luke Gazdic, who joins us every second Thursday. And in the weeks he's not with us, he's on the Reid Wilkins Show as well. Of course, the Reid Wilkins Show every single day from 3 until 6. I felt like we knew that Gaz was a Bills fan, but I'd forgotten.
Sense. It does
the
make
whole
sense.
area. Yeah, it does make sense. I mean, if you got the weekend off and you got some buddies who also have the weekend off and you're Bills, why not whip down there?
We have an update in the Paris Jewelers inbox from Don Chugler.
Don Chugler.
The Oliver Kapanen.
No!
Yeah.
No, Chugler! Oh, no. Okay. Look, I got to lay it out for... Oh, Chugler. I mean, look.
We got beef with it.
A great example of the game sense, but I got some beef.
Yeah. Yes.
I got some beef with this. All right, well, let's just rip this Band-Aid off. So... if you were listening yesterday on the show, or if you missed yesterday on the show, Don Chugler had texted in a confession that said, I had a really good feeling Kasperi Kapanen was going to score and that the Oilers would win by 2 or more. So I made a slight wager. Secondary confession, I go to bed at 8 p.m., didn't watch the game. However, when I woke up yesterday morning and checked the scoring summary, to my delight, I saw that Kasperi Kapanen had scored and the Oilers won. Full of joy, I checked my bet slip. My heart dropped, and in my haste to make the bet, I selected Oliver Kapanen to score against the Flames. So I was watching the Habs game last night with an interest in a Kapanen goal.
We were all locked in.
For Don Chugler.
Yeah. Tay congratulated him. Not even had a...
Tay texted into the Paris Jewelers inbox at 8 o'clock last night and was like, Kapanen goal. So Don Chugler texted back in this morning. Great text, too. Yeah. Don Chugler here. I wish I was sending this text under better circumstances. Oh, no.
Not a good start.
Oh, no. Hardest text I've ever had to type, but here it goes. I cashed the Oliver Kapanen bet out prior to the game starting. I apologize to Tay and every other nasty who was invested in this bet. Who would have thought that someone could feel the pain of a loss twice during one successful wager?
That's an all-timer.
Oh, Chugler, using his game senses, being like, I don't know. With that being said, I mean, the odds of 14-goal man Kapanen scoring, better than Kapanen, who hasn't played in 2 months, scoring. And why would you have not been like, I'll let it ride? Chugler.
Hell of a tale.
That's a tough one. I also love saying the name Don Chugler.
Don Chugler's great.
Yeah.
I wish I was sending this under better circumstances.
Hardest text I've ever had to type. Probably had $10 on it.
Game sense.
Chugler. That's a tough look, man. Hey, but in the end, at least you got something.
We'll bounce back tonight with the early bird.
Yeah, you should bet on Kapanen to score tonight, too. I mean, you kind of have to. Right, he has to tonight. I don't know if Kapanen's going to score 2 in a row, but imagine being Don Chugler and Kasperi Kapanen scores again tonight. That's the ultimate kick in the nuts right there.
Tay-Tay's back.
Tay-Tay texted and says, no! Faith, buddy. You need to have faith.
This hurts Tay-Tay more than Don Chugler, it seems.
Faith, of course, a very popular original song from Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
Back in the day. Yeah.
$3 bill, y'all.
All right. Let's get to your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. Of course, the 7 o'clock hour of the Nielson Show is brought to you by GameSense. And, Chugler was just trying to use his last night. Can't blame him. I blame him a little bit, but... Play Alberta is the title sponsor of everything we do here at Edmonton Sports Talk. Check it out, playalberta.ca. We've actually got 2 bets up right now on our EST specials page. Huss and I did now this is a 6-leg parlay, but it is a 6-point teaser. And when you're doing a 6-point teaser, I also think you're using your game sense a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So what we did yesterday, we did a Lock Shop NFL wild card 6-point teaser. So we got the Rams at -4.5 instead of -10.5. Game sensey. The Bears at +7 instead of +1. I love it. The Jags at +7 instead of +1.
Sure.
The Niners at +10.5 instead of at +4.5. The New England Patriots at +2 instead of -4. And the Steelers at +9 instead of +3. So we moved all of the games by 6 points, and it's +525 if you want to ride with us over there. And then the early bird bet of the day, we've hit 2 in a row. The Oilers cashed it 2 days ago, and then the Habs and Spurs got it done last night for us. The early bird bet of the day, Oilers to win, McDavid 2 points, and a point for the Nuge, +265, which is actually a better number than I thought it would be, but that's because it's basically a pick'em tonight. Like, the Jets have lost 10 in a row, but they're still sort of being
you go over those results
handled by the odds makers as a Jets team that's playing pretty well.
And how did the Oilers do last time in Winnipeg? I mean, it was the Kelvin Pickard game.
They got peppered, but Pickard was outstanding.
Yeah.
The Oilers are slight favorites at -111, but Winnipeg's just -105 right now.
McDavid and Draisaitl 1 shot each in that last game out in.
Well, that'll change.
Out in the
They'll
Peg.
bring it tonight, eh?
Yeah, well.
What do you think? All right, what do you have beef with? Post-holiday season, you got to be a ton of beefs. Text your beefs right now to 780-218-9999. We'll give you some of our beefs. We'll get to your beefs. That's on the way. And then Reid Wilkins, who will certainly have beef. I'm going to get his thoughts on the vacuuming situation as a guy who has a chore himself.
Which he's been doing.
He's on garbage duty. Not once have I looked at a garbage and been like, see, even that one's only close to the top.
You want to fill them up, though.
Yeah,
Like you don't
but
want
look
to
at the recycling
empty.
next to it. It's a mess.
That's a... Yeah.
All right, Reid Wilkins has been doing his chore. He's going to join us around 7:50 today. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, we're going to get you some traffic with Pauline Higgins and a couple of quick minutes of commercials. Then you'll be back. Don't go anywhere. If you're on TuneIn or iHeart or EdmontonSportsTalk.com or you're watching over on YouTube today, there's a bunch of you watching on YouTube right now. Hammer the thumbs up for us. Where are we at here? 137. Let's blow through 200 here as quickly as we can. Hey, hammer the thumbs up for you guys here. Let's get to a sports update. Brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, who did bet on Oliver Kapanen to score last night. Visit them at 983 First Street in Sherwood Park.
Game day as the Oilers travel to Winnipeg to face the Jets tonight. One of 12 games around the NHL. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows here on EST. Coverage begins at 5. Adam Henrique yesterday placed on the IR. He is not expected back until after the Olympic break. Henrique, 2 goals and 8 helpers in 43 games this season. Action last night saw Macklin Celebrini extend his point streak to 12 games. He had a goal and a pair of assists in the Sharks' 4-3 victory over the Kings. Utah 3-1 over Ottawa. Chicago win their 4th straight. That's a season high. 7-3 over the St. Louis Blues. Flames have now dropped 3 straight. They fall in Montreal 4-1 to the Habs. And Dallas snap a 6-game slide with a 4-1 victory in D.C. WHL trade deadline falls today at 6. The Oil Kings victorious last night. They kick off a 3-game Saskatchewan road trip with a 6-4 victory over the Broncos. Oil Kings' first win in Swift Current since 2022. That snaps a 7-game skid. Oil Kings back in action tomorrow when they visit the Blades. A trade in the NBA this morning. The Hawks finalizing a deal, sending 4-time NBA All-Star Trae Young to the Wizards for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert. Last night, the Raptors rallied from a 10-point deficit to knock off the Hornets 97-96. Brandon Ingram, though, would suffer a right thumb sprain during the first half, which left him sidelined for the remainder of the night. Raptors are in Boston tomorrow, looking to make it 4 straight wins. Elsewhere last night, the Thunder would snap a 2-game slide, winning in overtime against Utah, 129-125. And the Lakers fall in San Antonio, 107-91 to the Spurs. 4 games in the NBA tonight. College football playoffs continue this evening at 5:30 from Glendale in the Fiesta Bowl, where number 10 Miami takes on number 6 Ole Miss. Sports update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer Principal Mitch Lewicki, where he wants more talk on this Trae Young deal. Hashtag Association City.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching the button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki with like a giant eagle's wings and singing lead vocals for Lynyrd Skynyrd with like an angel band. And I'm in the crowd hammered drunk.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Anytime I need to see a face, I just close my eyes and I am taken to a place where your crystal mind and magenta feeling take a shelter in the base of my spine, straight like a chicken cherry cola. I don't need to try to explain, I just hold on tight, and if it happens again, I'ma move so silently to the arms and the lips and the face of the human kind of all that I need to, I want to. Come stand a little bit closer, breathe in and get a bit higher. You'll never know what hit you when I get to you. I want you, I don't know if I need, but ooh, I gotta find out. Ooh, I want you, I don't know if I need, but ooh, I gotta find out. I'm the kind of
Throwback Thursday with the Nielson Show. A little Savage at 7 for you. Keep the text messages flying in. Paris Steelers inbox. Nielsen Show brought to you by Weiss Johnson. One of your text messages win the Royal Pizza text of the day. You can keep those bad boys rolling in as we work our way through the show. Reid Wilkins is going to join us in about 10 minutes' time. He'll be on the Firehouse Subs hotline. We'll find out if he has any beefs. If you have a beef, you can share it with us. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. We like to share some. I know there's going to be, well, we'll get into beefs as we work our way through this thing. So text in your beef, 780-218-9999. Maybe you have a beef at home. Maybe you have a beef at work. Maybe you have a beef, in a relationship. 780-218-9999 is where you can chime in this morning. Rick, what are you beefing with, buddy? What's the big beef?
Oh, the snow removal.
My beef was going to be with people.
My God.
My beef was going to be with people who are beefing about winter conditions in Edmonton.
Well, the thing is, I find it funny, and I don't like. As soon as we kind of have you don't know. I live on a residential. I probably live on the least trafficked street. Because
you're kind of off.
Nobody goes down our street unless there's no reason That's why you see somebody even walking down there, like, what the hell are you doing down here? Like, what business do you have down here? So I get it. I've been living in my house for, I think, 3 years now. Not once, I think, have I seen a plow down my street. Now I have the benefit. I do have a garage. We have an alley. I keep that shoveled.
Yeah.
Last year, I was shoveling the street in front of my house because why not? I'd keep it nice and clear. Now we live kind of by the hospital. Sometimes workers will come. They'll park down there.
Yeah.
So that's good for them. I do that as a hey, you want to park?
Common courtesy.
You want to park in front of my house? That's fine. Neighbor 2 doors down shovels big mounds of snow in front of his house so people can't park there, which I find kind of, we tried calling 311 on him. They didn't care. Apparently that's not a big deal, but so yeah, I'm kind of with you. I see where you're going here. Every time Vancouver gets a lick of snow, we sit here and they don't know what it's, and all this stuff. Now, again, they don't get the snow. Every winter,
we're born in it.
I think it's guaranteed that we're going to get lots of snow. And every winter, it's guaranteed that in a city with as much roadway as we have, it does take a while.
It's going to take a while.
It's going to take a while. So I understand if you have to park out. Like, everybody's got a different situation. I used to park when we lived in a condo. I'd park on the street. It was a headache. But I found ways to manage it and get over it. And here I am today, alive and well.
January in Edmonton.
That's just what it is. So, yeah.
We got to have similar beefs then, yeah.
And I mean, I'm not going to get too big here, but I mean, we live in the best place in the world. If this is the biggest, I mean, look, after this week, I'll tell you this. When this week is done, which is tomorrow for our shows, Monday to Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
3 more weeks left in January. After that, it's pretty much spring.
Yeah. February. When we come back from Mexico, I don't think there's going to be any snow at all.
No.
And so we're almost through it. I'm with you.
I'm not telling people, you can complain about whatever you want. I'm not a gatekeeper here or anything, but
I live in a cul. So you turn off a left onto a street, which is a cul-de-sac. And then you turn right off of that street cul-de-sac into my cul-de-sac.
You're in a...
So I'm in like a double cul-de-sac area. No, I'm not expecting our roads to be plowed for quite some time.
Sure.
And, I'm in the truck and I'm driving in the morning and, it's got to the point where there's like ruts and you sort of just get them and you drive. And I think for a moment, I'm like, oh, and I'm like, really do I really expect my cul-de-sac to be down to the wood? Like 3 weeks after a snowstorm? I don't.
You can't.
I'm not going to hop online and bitch about it. I just, yeah.
Do you have one of those guys in the neighborhood, though, that has his own little, bombardier, bobcat type of thing who will go out?
No, not a bobcat,
big,
no.
Yeah.
I've got one guy whose driveway is completely clear.
Okay.
He's a psycho, but yeah. For the most part, though, it's...
Like every neighborhood seems to have that one guy who takes it upon himself to go out, and he either has a little machine or a little... something with a little plow, and he'll go out, and there's Greg again doing his thing. And
he's the neighborhood hero.
He is the hero.
Shanzi texts in and says, I own a snow removal business. This past December ranked top 5 all time for snow accumulations in December in Yegg. There's a special place in hell for people who complain about the amount of snow and it's not being removed correctly. My crews literally had 2 days off the entire month of December, with one of them being Christmas Day. But I digress. Shanzi.
Rod Z makes a good point. The snow is filled in the potholes.
Actually, yes, some of the roads technically are smoother right now.
What would you rather have, winter driving conditions in the roads and then the non-plowable roads, or summer construction?
So my options are summer construction or
winter road
conditions.
With no construction. I mean, they're going around the LRT. I guess there's construction there, but because during the summer, I mean, you want to get somewhere quick. You're thinking, the roads
I'm kind of a winter warrior, man. I don't mind it out, yeah.
And I love ripping down like a residential when it's kind of, you feel like you're kind of...
Yeah. The other day I was driving and I pretended I was doing the Ace Ventura bit. When he was pretending he was in the jungle, but he was actually I was just bouncing around.
Who doesn't love ripping a few e-brakes around a corner, hey, every once in a while, eh?
Yeah, I go full truck guy when it snows like this. So no problem, I'll drive through that. All right, what do you got beefs with? 780-218-9999. Trev, what are you beefing with today? You probably, I think you're going to complain about the snow removal, aren't you?
I get it. I'm like here, and I'm like, on my way back, they're talking about snow removal. I'm like, oh, okay, this is good. This is right up my alley. And then you guys were kind of defending it, so I'm like, I don't really want to So I'll.
But everyone's situation is unique.
Hey, man, your beef
yours
your
is unique.
beef.
You had yours the way you parked.
Yeah, but he got hosed because there was an idiot that parked behind him.
Yeah.
I mean, snow is going to pile up.
Yeah.
I mean, I also did get stuck in the same place 4 times.
Well, why'd you park in the same place 3 more times?
I was driving.
Oh.
And I got stuck at a stop sign. That's like, I've never seen like an intersection look like my intersection.
Yeah.
Maybe my beef is how they plowed the road, because they plowed the main road and all the snow, you know, like when you're shoveling, like on the left and right edge of your shovel, the snow will just like fall off, right? That is like what the plow essentially did. And so it's going up, and just at my intersection, the stop sign, there's like 2 feet of just
You gotta
so
hit it.
much
You gotta
snow.
really-
So I have to go through this stop sign. I can't stop. Because if I stop, I get stuck. And so I have to I have to time it. But sometimes I'm going, and all of a sudden I see cars, so I have to stop. Next thing I know, I'm stuck. And so that's kind of annoying. But that wasn't where I was going to go. I guess my actual beef was when I just hate kiosks in the mall when I'm walking, and people try to like get me to like.
That's why I pretend to be on my phone all the time.
They really, really try and get me. And sometimes they're like respectful and just, like, hey, like, can I enter? I'm like, no, thank you. Sorry. Like, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm so sure. I couldn't be more sure in something. No, I do not want whatever.
You don't want a 3D dragon?
No, I do not want that. And then, so they're like, oh, okay, thank you.
Have you ever engaged though?
Oh yeah. Like,
but you should like turn the tables. Like really get into it with a guy, get him to explain it, and then at the end be like, just not feeling it.
Okay.
Just take a good 2 hours.
Wow. Yeah. Just keep them going.
It's the same with a telemarketer.
Okay, so I'll need you to do this. I'll need you to
yeah.
Yeah, man, I mess with telemarketers all the time, but that's actually a good way to look at it. But yeah, when I first moved to the city, a small town kid coming in here, I'm like the nicest guy ever. I give everyone my time of day, and they sucked me in every time, man. They did. And I'm like, oh. And I was like, I was nice about it.
Man. I'd buy stuff all the time that I didn't.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, nice. But I kind of did that. So, what do you think? And I'm like, nah, I'm still not. Like, I'm leaving. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. But
I'd hate to work at one of those places.
That's tough.
Like, I don't know
you
why.
gotta
Like,
feel
you have
like
to
you're
feel
being
like
awkward to
like
everybody. Like that would suck,
like a
man.
pest. Like a pest. So, but yeah, just over the holidays where I got my shirt, in the mall a lot, and people just trying to, hey. I'm like, no.
Do you buy the shirt at a kiosk?
No, but like on my way too, So that's what's up.
That's a pretty solid beef.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
right there.
I think that's a good beef.
But also, the roads are ridiculous.
All right, let's get to some other beefs. I love Brent P. He says, of all the talk we have, Brent P rolls in and goes, I got beef with McDavid being on the penalty kill. Zero reason to have the league's best on the penalty kill. It would suck if McDavid got hurt by, not that he's blocking shots, but if he accidentally got in front of a shot, that would suck the big one, man. Knock on wood.
I will say I had beef with that at the beginning, but I feel like the last
now you love it.
Recently, he's had some really good chances. He's generated a little bit, and I
he also get hit by a shot on even strength too.
Yeah, that's true.
I
have more time for it right now because he's just popping off.
What they should probably do is shut him down until the playoffs. All right, in the weak division, probably will make the playoffs anyway.
Never play him again.
He'll never get healthy. Yeah. Timber Woodsman texts in and says, I live in St. Albert. My crescent was plowed last week.
Pinky up.
I got another beef for you then. I got beef with people who live in St. Albert and Sherwood Park who act like they're better than us who live in Edmonton. It's always, I live in St. Albert. Cool. I live in the West End. I mean, why but it happens. It happens. I live in the park. Awesome. I mean, it's a great place too. I like going out there. We've got some various, but don't have to act like you're better than us. You get that vibe? I don't feel it from people who live in Beaumont or Spruce.
Somebody says it publicly and next turn. We got
that's where you live.
St. Albert. Oh, okay.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. When I retire, I plan on moving out there. It's pretty nice. All right. So, and don't you dare tag. I know there's people are listening who are like, we're not like that. But you are like that, and you know it deep down inside.
They say it with a bit of a smirk.
They're like, I would never act like that
at all. At all.
All right, 780-218-9999 is where you can chime in. Let me get the Reid Wilkins thing here. We're gonna have Reid Wilkins join us. He's gonna join us on the Firehouse Subs hotline.
This text says, cool, stay in St. Albert.
With 15 Firehouse
in the city.
With 15 Firehouse sub locations across Edmonton, the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse subs, hot, hearty, and made to satisfy. All right, it's time to bring in Reid Wilkins. Reid Wilkins, whoa. That was Fraser's big idea. Reid, what'd you think of that?
Big idea.
That was good. Who voiced that?
That was Will Fraser. Will Fraser, yeah.
He did that himself. Oh, I didn't hear that before.
Yeah, no,
I
he
apologize.
pre-recorded it after a show with Trev.
He was okay. So he didn't
play it for Reid.
Oh, okay. So he didn't do it because last Tuesday I was on because there was no and I think he wasn't it. Who was it last Tuesday? Was it Matt?
I was JMO. No, Fraser was me and Fraser last week, last Tuesday.
Oh yeah, it was you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I wasn't expecting that. I always enjoy being surprised, especially pleasantly.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. I'll mention this. This came up on the show in the last couple weeks, so I apologize. Some people may have heard it, but a few years ago, one of my friends on Ched was doing a remote at like a dream home or a home for sale or something like that in St. Albert, and she does the hit, and the address is number Periwinkle Lane. And she finishes because it's just one of those they insert during the commercials, right? That are like a minute long, where it's like, hey, would you like to have a stove with 5 burners? Well, you can if you enter the win this draw, and come look at the dream home today and make a donation. And so I called her and she answers the phone like, yeah. And I'm like, Periwinkle Lane? And she's like, I know, St. Albert. Like, who would what? Like, you imagine like if Edmonton
there's probably a bunch of
periwinkles. Like if Edmonton had Edmonton would not approve that. Or if Edmonton had a Periwinkle Lane, no one would live there. Be like, well, that's the nicest house I've ever seen. That's the perfect house for me, perfect size, perfect price. But that ain't going to be my address. Not in Edmonton. No, I need a number. All right. 147th Avenue. There it is. All right.
That's strong. Yeah.
I like the idea of somebody, if you live on Periwinkle Lane, somebody asks you, your address, please? 2102 Periwinkle Lane. What was that, sir? What was that? What's your address? Periwinkle Lane. Like you don't want other people to hear.
Say it publicly and everybody's.
Yeah. It's like you're in a line in public. You're like, I'll just write it down for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it like really hard to spell? Yeah. It's like it's like got non-English characters in it. It's in Klingon. I better write it down.
Reid, were you beefing with anything? Any beefs?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm kind of like, now this is my own fault. I have to figure out how to do this. Because you know how on X you have to make sure, at least for me, I like it to have following and the newest tweets at the top. Okay.
You mentioned this.
So,
I think I know where you're going here.
It changed back on me again a few days ago where it was following, but it was like highlights or something like that.
They have a new drop down. There's the for you and the following,
Right.
which we've all had an issue with. But now if you go to the top and you click following, there's a choice of popular or recent. So to get your
that's what it
timeline,
is.
You gotta.
And
so
I
you
want
gotta go through
recent
that too. Yeah.
Just give me the reason.
So I have to, and I have to figure out how to do this on Instagram because I'm still seeing the people put up like their 2025 year in review.
You know how to do that on Instagram there, Reid?
I don't know. I don't know. You'll have to show me later because I go in there and I'm like, the first thing on Instagram today is like a guy's year in review. And I'm like, why are you posting this? And it's like, look, he posted it December 31st. I also have a note to a lot of people. 2025 wasn't that interesting, and I don't need to see the pictures. Like it's become oversharing. Like that's why most of the stuff on my Instagram feed is just making fun of the fact that there even is an Instagram. If you guys saw my 2025 year in review.
That was great. Yeah. I loved it. And you know what? I happened to be looking at it at the time, like Marshall looked over and he's like, what's that? I said, it's Reid Wilkins, you're in review. And we went through it and Marshall's like, well, that doesn't look very fun. I was like, here.
What are you talking about? There's a miniature that I painted. That was fun. I thought he'd be into that. Yeah, it's never going away. Or I can't see it changing now. The cat's out of the bag, or that's not the right saying, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
but like it's become this society of oversharing. It's like, so some of your pictures are really interesting. Some of them are not. Like, there should be a restriction that you have to earn the right for people who aren't related to see your pictures. Like when Facebook first became a thing, and it's like, oh great, I can make an album of, my trip to Spain, and there's 30 pictures in there, and I don't have to get pictures printed and mail them off to Aunt Janine, who will want to see what happened, or she went to Spain in the 60s and she'll want to see how it changed. That was cool, but now it's just like it's just bombarded with stuff. Now I know people are thinking, well, just don't go on it, Reid. Fair enough, but especially with Twitter in our profession, that's press releases now.
Yeah,
that's how teams make announcements. They sometimes they still email, but if the Oilers do a roster move or a trade, it's often on, maybe not Instagram. Well, sometimes it'll be on Twitter or Instagram before they send out an email or let people know in other ways.
I literally, if I didn't work in sports, I don't think I'd have Twitter.
I'd be so
Twitter
refreshing.
Twitter is only for sports prep for
Yeah.
me. And I really don't sit around and browse on Instagram. I don't post a ton on Instagram, and I don't really go on Facebook much anymore. So
I love the gram.
You do love the
Graham's top.
I'm still learning the Instagram. Like I don't even really know how to do cool posts yet. But it's a pretty new app, right? So I'm going to get there eventually, I guess. All right, Reid Wilkins. The Edmonton Oilers tonight, are they a slump buster for the Winnipeg Jets, or do you think they hand even more misery to Scheifele and his crew?
It's interesting because I think both fan bases are negative about this game. The Oilers fans are like, oh, yeah, well, we're going to be the team. We're going to be the team they finally beat. And then Jets fans are like, well, here we go. McDavid's going to get 8 points tonight because he's unstoppable. Both fan bases, I think, are equally convinced tonight's game is going to be a disaster. I hope, this is the same thing we often say about the Oilers. I hope they show some killer instinct in this game. I get it. Most teams will say, well, we're worried about our own game and, we just got to keep building for the playoffs. But, this is the team that won the President's Trophy last year. They're last in the league. Be another, and the Oilers did beat them over, weren't they? The Oilers lost 6 or 7, I think, because it was just last week, right?
Yeah.
So this is a chance to throw some more dirt on this team's season. So I do think that there have to be times along the year where you have to look at the standings or look at your opponent and find something to get up with the game other than, well, we just want to keep building. We just want to play our game. And I would hope this one would be this for the Oilers. Like, imagine just having Winnipeg, because I still think Winnipeg is a good team. I still think they got a pretty good roster. I know that it's not the same as last year, but it's a lot of the same players. Like, what an opportunity to tell Winnipeg, yeah, you're not going to be back in. You're not even going to be someone to worry about once we get in the postseason for us or for anybody else. So I hope the Oilers have a little bit of that attitude. I heard you guys talking about McDavid. Why wouldn't we been talking about? Why wouldn't anybody be talking about him? So that's the one thing. This Oilers roster is okay. There were some signs of life from lines 3 and 4 in the last game, but a lot of these Oilers games for both the last 5 weeks have come down to how well does McDavid play. There's been games he's figured in on every goal or almost every goal. And even that for the first 2 periods of the game against Boston last week, it was McDavid versus Swayman, it seemed like, for the first 2 periods. So he's at the point, and I guess this is the scary part for Jets fans, he's at the point where how do you really stop him? Who has stopped McDavid in the last 5 weeks or so? It's constant chance generation. Some of these games he's gotten 3 or 4 points. It's been like he could have got 5 or 6. Even last game he got 10 shots on goal, and he passed up a couple opportunities to shoot, especially in the third period. He's finding a new level lately, which is pretty scary for the rest of the league.
As you go between both fan bases and both kind of, thinking that their team's going to slip on the banana. You asked the question, December 29, Calvin Pickard, 41 saves in that game, Winnipeg. The Jets holding McDavid and Draisaitl to a shot each. McDavid had an assist in that game, so that was the one blip. But for Oilers fans, going back to tonight, you could see, I mean, you're not doing that 2 times in a row, you would think, and the way Connor McDavid has been playing aside from that game.
Well, that's a good point. That's the closest the streak came to ending because he got the assist on the empty netter, right?
But we've asked, too, we asked Gazdic, and we've been talking about it, too. Like, he's probably playing the best we've seen over.
He's
this
never
stretch.
played better than he has right now. Yeah,
he could be better, could he not? I think it's cautious to say that you can never say he's playing the best because with this guy, there's really no ceiling.
Well, and I agree with that texter that wrote in a few minutes ago, and I've said this before. I'm not a fan of McDavid on the PK, but. I mean, they almost tied that game against Philadelphia shorthanded when him and Nugent Hopkins had that rush, and they might have won that game if they made it 3-3 because they did have a push against Philly in the second period. So that's why it's so hard for Knobloch to keep him on the ice. But I mean, Jay asked me yesterday if he could get to 170 points. 95 points in 40 games? It's like that's you can't totally rule it out.
It's not impossible.
You can't rule it out.
Yeah.
You can't totally rule it out because, again, that's an average of what is that? That's 2.5, a little over 2.5.
That's a little bit less than he's been doing for the last 16 games. So he can actually technically slow down a little bit.
And the thing that's a good point. So he's on the power play, which he gets points on. And again, this factors into last Winnipeg game. He's out there for empty nets, so if the Oilers play well, that gives him even more opportunities to get points if they're up a goal or two late in the game. I mean, it's crazy to say like no one's gotten to 170 except Gretzky and Lemieux. No one. And it was a different era. I mean, it was the checking wasn't the same. The goaltending wasn't the same. So,
I mean, 170 in today's game to me is as impressive as 200. In the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a good point. It's interesting to talk about this. Like Jay asked me yesterday if Oilers fans appreciate McDavid enough. And I said, yes, I think they do. Even though we work in the space of often talking to people who are not feeling great about an aspect of the team or wanting to criticize something. I do think Oilers fans appreciate it. And that's what makes this year specifically so interesting because he might hit a new level for him. And let's face it, this is the worst Oilers team since they lost to Winnipeg in the 56-game season. Like that and then the team that lost to Chicago the year before that, like we're good playoff teams, but not really good teams. And McDavid and Draisaitl and Nugent Hopkins kind of dragged those teams into the playoffs. So I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at now. This is a roster with some difficulties, with some areas that probably need some massive upgrade, and they still might finish first or second of the division just because McDavid is otherworldly. I mean, if they even if the Oilers finish with 95 points, which is not a sexy total, but even if they finish with like 95 points and are first or second in the division, he should be the Hart Trophy. I mean, even if he gets to 160, how do you like? Now the thing might be Colorado might lose 9 games. All year or less in regulation. So then the argument could be like, well, don't we have it to give it on the best player on a historically good team? But who's more valuable to his team? McKinnon, Makar, or McDavid. Right now, it's probably McDavid.
Reid, what's coming up on the Reid Wilkins show later today?
We will have a lot of prep for the Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets. I think Tom's going to hop on with us before he does the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. And looking ahead to tomorrow as well, we're going to, of course, have more Oilers chat. Ben Maller is going to join us out of Los Angeles. We had him on a few weeks ago during the World Series. Really entertaining. We'll talk minor hockey week in Edmonton tomorrow as well. So we'll have a great couple of shows to end the week.
Good stuff, man. Appreciate the time, and we'll see you later.
All right. Take care, guys.
There you go. That is Reid Wilkins, the Reid Wilkins Show every single day from 3 until 6. On Edmonton Sports Talk.
Reid Wilkins, whoa.
If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, you should definitely download iHeart or TuneIn. They're free apps. We're streaming over there all day long. If you're watching on YouTube, you already know. Reid Wilkins show with Glue Guy, with Jay Milne. Awesome show every day from 3 until 6.
Should get him to voice the Jack Armstrong line, get that garbage out of here, given his new duty around the right. Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
He's the trash man. He's killing it.
The trash man.
The trash man.
All right, 7 o'clock hour. The Nielson Show's been brought to you by GameSense. Win gambling. Set a budget before you play. Don't get carried away. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca. Know your limit and stay with it. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense. All right, we need somebody to play kind of easy trivia. We are 3-0 in the 2026 streak. If you'd like to play, fire Trev a text right now. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is up for grabs. So if you'd like to play today, now is the time. Text us at 780-218-9999. We've got 3 questions too many for Park Mazda. The GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Scalding Hot Takes is on the way today. We're welcoming a new sponsor to the show today for Scalding Hot Takes. And then Marmot Basin Snow Report and the wrap for William Huff. So that's all coming up. But if you want to play kind of easy trivia, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Shovelhead text in and says, checking was different in the 80s. There were way more dirty hits, hooking, holding, and interference that wasn't called. I think it was harder to score back then. Okay, Bernie Nichols, who said that on our radio show a long time ago. Go look at the goalies in the 80s and look at the goalies now. I'm sorry. 170 points in today's game to me is more impressive than 200 in the 80s. I'll die on that hill. If you want to play trivia, 780-218-9999. With a couple minutes of commercials, plus traffic with Pauline Higgins on 95.7. Then you'll be back with us on TuneIn, on iHeart, at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and on YouTube. Sports update right now with Lieutenant Eric. Brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, you guessed it, they got plywood. Lots of plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
The Oilers back in action tonight in Winnipeg to battle the Jets. Join Tom Gazzola for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows here on EST. Coverage begins at 5 o'clock. Oilers-Jets, one of 12 games in the NHL tonight. Yesterday, Adam Henrique placed on the IR. He is not expected back until after the Olympic break. Henrique, 2 goals and 8 assists in 43 games this season. Action last night saw the Stars snap a 6-game slide with a 4-1 win on the road against the Capitals. Montreal defeating Calgary 4-1. Flames have now dropped 3 straight. The Blackhawks winning their 4th straight. That's a season high, 7-3 over the Blues. Utah topping Ottawa 3-1. And Macklin Celebrini extending his point streak to 12 games. He had a goal and 2 assists as the Sharks skate to a 4-3 victory over the Kings. WHL trade deadline falls later today at 6 o'clock. The Oil Kings in action last night. They win in Swift Current for the first time since 2022. 6-4 over the Broncos. Miroslav Holinka netting a pair in the win. The 3-game road trip continues tomorrow night with a stop in Saskatoon. A trade to tell you about in the NBA. The Hawks trading 4-time NBA All-Star Trae Young to the Wizards in exchange for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert. Raptors in action last night. They would rally from 10 down to knock off the Hornets 97-96. Raptors are in Boston tomorrow night looking to make it 4 wins in a row. Elsewhere last night, the Thunder snapped a 2-game slide, defeating the Jazz in overtime 129-125. And Luka Doncic, 38 points and a triple-double, not enough as the Lakers fall in San Antonio 107-91 to the Spurs. 4 games in the NBA tonight. And the college football playoff continues tonight. Semifinals get underway from Glendale in the Fiesta Bowl. Number 10 Miami faces number 6 Ole Miss. Kickoff 5:30. Sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course,
plywood.
Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
Breaking a bed, making hacky sacks. Trev won't let us stop. Grandma in the sweatshop. blur. My fingers hurt.
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 Get back to work. What a jerk. My fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. My fingers hurt. Get back to work. What a jerk.
My fingers hurt.
The hacky sack queen. Grandson just told me she just works and works until her fingers hurt.
807 Edmonton Sports Talk smash hit. My fingers hurt. Only here on EST. If you are a Nasty Club member, that song is now available in the Nasty Club audio vault. My fingers hurt. I like writing songs about random things. And if you can get a really good hook on it, it can really work. Find out what's next. Something will come up on the show over the next month that we're like, hey, we could write a song about that.
Just look around.
And that would be fun, yeah.
You have two monitors.
I could write a song about Hernan and Zach refusing to do their chores.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Ryan texts in. He goes, oh, my God, this song is amazing. Where can I get this? Well, if you're a Nasty Club member, you can get your hands on that bad boy. All right, we got the third hour of the show coming up. We're live from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. 3-piece bone-in chicken now available for just $8. It is marinated for 12 hours.
Oh,
it is hand battered and comes in portions that'll actually fill you up. If you haven't had Popeyes in a while, go check it out for yourself. 3-piece bone-in, just $8. Nielson Show today. And every day brought to you by who? You know who. Weiss Johnson, whoa. The best in the biz.
T-Mac suggesting that Frey should become the new Pinter, and we just get him to say random stuff.
Frey would buy into that role for sure.
Love it.
I don't hate it. Weiss-Johnson.com for more details there. Paris Jewelers inbox is busy. And, of course, you can text us. And one of your text messages could end up winning the Royal Pizza text of the day. Here's what the third hour looks like. Kind of easy trivia coming up from Mr. Mike's. 3 questions too many for the great staff at Park Mazda. GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Scalding Hot Takes. Marmot Basin Snow Report. And the wrap for William Huff. So it is a busy third hour. If you are listening on 95.7 this morning, our sports talk coverage continues throughout the entire day. We'll have the Hangout from 9 to 11 on YouTube and TuneIn and iHeart. We'll have the Lock Shop from 11 until noon today. 2 guys and a goalie with myself, Matt Cassidy, and Joaquin Gage from 12 until 1. EST Afternoons with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage from 1 until 3. The Reid Wilkins Show today will go 3 until 5. GCL Diesel pregame show 5 until 6. And then postgame show to follow as well. So we got you covered all day. Download TuneIn, download iHeart. They are free. Just go to your phone and say, hey, phone, play Edmonton Sports Talk. They'll do that too for you. 8 o'clock hour brought to you by GD Liquidators, Auctions, and Appraisals. Mention EST and get 5% off anything new or used. Don't miss their monthly online auctions either. www.gdliquidators.com. They are Canadian-owned and Canadian operated. Make them your first call. 780-447-2787. Or visit them at 14510 124th Ave. Pretty much anything you need, they got it.
Is that... I'm wearing the...
You're wearing the GD Liquidators hat, yeah. It's a nice combination of the green and the brown. Like, it really works.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to play kind of easy trivia. We've hit 3 in a row after Mike blew the original streak. We're starting another one, and now we've got a target. The record is 75. We're going to try to track that thing down. We got a long way to go.
Or 67.
That'll be a big number 2. That'll be a fun one. We get to do that again.
The whole,
That'll be
the whole
fun.
bit.
We get to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
past
yeah.
that again. That's good. Kind of Easy Trivia is brought to you by Mr. Mike's Steakhouse Casual. New location now open in Bonnie Doon. It's just as delicious as all the other ones. Check them out, MrMikes.ca for more details. You can order online, skip the dishes, and DoorDash. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, and hey, enjoy casually. I'm wearing sweats today. I could go and have a nice steak at Mr. Mike's if I want, because I'm just casual.
What, you Hernan?
Yeah, Hernan was wearing the nice sweats.
He
the other
likes
day.
rocking the sweats. Yeah.
Sweats are
I appreciate his
comfortable, man.
comfort. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, who's playing Kind of Easy Trivia today, Trev?
This isn't double E. It's not double D. It's double A.
Okay.
Alex Anthopoulos?
All right, double A is playing today. What a way to break that. What a tease, Trev. Don't let anybody tell you you don't have a future in this industry. My God, that was good.
Double A. It's double A.
All right, so double A is going to play, I think. Let's go to double A. Double A, are you ready to go?
Sure am.
All right, here we go. Trev will start the ticker. I have to read the first question. Good luck. Who do the Oilers play tonight?
Winnipeg Jets.
Who is the starting goalie for the Winnipeg Jets?
Connor Hellebuck.
True or false? Adam Henrique is a defenseman.
False.
Which league's playoffs begin on Saturday?
NFL.
Which team won the Super Bowl last year?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Boom, 5 for 5. And we're 4-0.
No! God. Damn it, Shake, stop it!
They are going to remember that AM radio is a viable and modern source for news and entertainment. Totally. People don't listen to AM like they used to. Seems like it's more about FM and color TV. That's stupid. It sure is, Kevin.
I'm stoked. You stoked?
I'm stoked.
Just
I'm
so stoked.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Cannot come to my house. No, not today.
More like AAA, eh? Given that performance, eh?
Oh, yeah, I could
Work
AAA
him
for
up.
sure.
Get him up.
Yeah, I hope his parents have 20 grand. All right, 780-218-9999. That's 4 in a row. We've got 71 to go to tie the current record on Kind of Easy Trivia. Let's dive into 3 questions too many. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment?
I do. 3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki. Where he wonders why some goalies just don't wear helmets. Park Mazda, your dealer for life.
Yeah, that's a big thing that Mitch has always been wondering about.
I think it would be, you would stand out. You imagine a kid, coming up in his, this guy doesn't wear a helmet. Like Mac T did. Like,
he would stand out for sure.
You could,
like Elizabeth kind of wants to be a goalie. I'm going to tell her, just don't wear a mask. They're not going to shoot at your head if you're not wearing a mask.
It'd be unique. Exactly. It's the same argument we have in football. If they didn't have the helmets,
nobody would hit you in the head. Same type of thing. The exact same thing. So I like that. Mitch is a deep thinker.
Well, he's got a lot of time in the office.
Do you ever deep think about stuff?
All the time.
Yeah. What's your
meditation?
What's your favorite deep thinking thought?
Well, that's the problem. You don't think about anything. You get the thoughts out.
Yeah.
And then the true thoughts come. So I don't know.
Wow, that's right over my head
sit
right
in
now.
complete silence.
Really?
Yeah. Silence.
I tried to meditate one time, but I got bored. That was it. I was like, I can't do this.
Well, you can get in your head, and then sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Some people don't. It's not a good place to be.
Trev, what do you have deep thoughts about, man? This is a very dangerous question.
There we go.
To ask to Trev, if you know this guy. What do you like when you're laying down and having a shower? What are your deep thoughts about, man? What do you contemplate?
That depends on the day, I suppose, but I'm always like thinking about like the purpose of life.
Oh,
and,
wow,
like,
that's a big one, Trev.
and aliens and what else is out there. What's like, why am I here? Why am I talking right now? I don't know. Why am I laying down in the shower right now? I don't know. What is my purpose?
Yeah.
I don't have the answer to that. So many things, secret powers. Do I still, like, if I, maybe
I knew this would be awesome.
I do have powers. I don't know. I just haven't figured it out yet.
You just haven't unlocked your secret powers yet, so you think about that a lot. Yeah, it makes sense.
The theory of relativity. That's
big time.
I talked with my buddy
equals
Ferg.
MC squared.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah, kind of.
It's something. It's one of those.
But deep thoughts with Trev Double E and Oh man,
lots of stuff you think about,
We
yeah.
don't have enough time, but
No, I don't think we do.
This is actually that was my favorite question you ever asked me.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Like I'll talk to you after the show. about
I think my deep thoughts or things I think about a lot. One would be like how fast time goes by. Like it seems like it drags on when you're in it. Like this is such a long day. I'm so tired, but time flies by. And for me, it makes me sad because my kids are growing up so much.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be like in 10 years, Marshall might be moved out.
Yeah.
You know, like that's so he's halfway through his living at home with us.
Yeah, that's.
Are you serious? Now I've also opened the door. I told Marshall you can live with us forever. Right? Because he wants to work here. Like I'll just be like, you can just live with us forever, buddy.
That's a
The
good
month she's
option.
gonna move out. She's not gonna stick around.
Yeah.
She can be gone. But Marshall might live with us forever. That's my plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my plan.
No, that's a great plan. I think
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Yeah, I think so. I
That'd
think
be good for you
Wouldn't
too.
it? Yeah,
Become best friends.
Play
You're already
video
our best
games,
friends.
watching sports. Like
Yeah.
it's like having a clone.
Yeah. Have your dad move in?
Kind of fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, HR Daddy, you there?
Come on, Dad.
Yeah,
Rally up the
it'd be-
troops.
It would be. It'd be good. Vaughn says one of Trev's deep thoughts would be, why don't they make hot tubs big enough to do the splits in?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right, we haven't even got the 3 questions yet. Let's get into it. Guys, with Henrique out, do the Oilers even have another option for third line center outside of Roslovic? No, you could think there's no way. Why would you take Kapanen off Draisaitl's line to put Roslovic there if your other option at third line center?
I'm just saying
is
roster
Frederick?
options. I mean, he's
not, but I don't
can
even think he's
play-
an option. Like I think he's
realistically, it's
one thing Frederick has certainly done is taken himself out of the option of being a third line center. Does that mean that they won't go to it if they lose to the Jets tonight and they're going to roll out a lineup in their next game where Frederick's on the third line at center? I could see it, but it shouldn't happen.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
The other option is Nuge.
Yes.
And that's it. They're not going to touch Nuge and McDavid. McDavid, I think after the last game was talking about, I think what did he say? He said, with Himes and Nuggie or whatever, get those guys back. It's helped him sort of take his game to another level. So I would still like to see a lineup where Nuge is the third line center and see what they can do, but I think that's probably going to stay the same. So, I mean, Roslovic, they tried Savoy at center briefly when it was the kid line. You'd rather have Roslovic in there. Lazar's your fourth line center. I don't think nothing against Curtis, but you can't. I mean, he's perfect where he is. So I don't know. I think it might just be Roslovic locked in here. But Henrique's going to be out for maybe 2 months. So is Roslovic just going to be a third line center for the next 2 months?
Draisaitl can play center.
He could play second and third line center, and you run McDavid at first and fourth line center, and then you're going to kind of do that anyway.
You have options.
Yeah. 780-218-9999. Question number 2. If there was one coach in the history of coaches, any sport that you could have played for, who would it be? One coach in the history of sports, any sport that you could have played for. 780-218-9999.
Jim Tomsula.
Jim Tomsula.
Remember that experiment? I believe it was with the 49ers.
What a pull. Great mustache on Tomsula.
Just a regular guy. I think you're not winning anything, but I think it'd be rather fun. You'd probably have some stories.
He was the head coach of the Rain Fire from 22 to 24. Defensive line coach for the Niners for a long time. I did not expect you to pull out my answer would be Bruce Boudreau.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun every single day, I think. Trav, you got an answer to this? One coach?
Gibby, I think, too.
Oh, Gibby? Gacito? I got some soft spots there.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe
The Zen Master, Phil Jackson. He managed to carry MJ and Kobe to 11 titles.
What about
Somebody said that's why you have Twitter. You'd still be.
That is, yeah, I would still be on.
You'd still be on there.
If I didn't work in sports, I would just have a different account to be a huge LeBron troll on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, I am a LeBron troll anyway on Twitter. Trev, what about a coach?
Yeah, I love Filthy Bruce. That would be so fun.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I think that has to be my
I just want to
answer.
hang out with him. Like,
Yeah,
that's
like
it.
I just want to hug him.
Yeah, don't even put me out there, Bruce. I just want to sit next to
Like, can I hug you, Coach?
you. Yeah.
Before every shift.
I would definitely have a tradition if we played with Bruce that I'd hug him after every win.
Yeah, I'd hug him after
Like,
every
after
goal.
every win, he should stand there and the entire team comes back in and everybody hugs him individually.
On the bench.
Hey, Bruce, thanks. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks, Bruce. That would be,
Don't mention it. Don't mention it.
Yeah.
All right, get in there. He just
that
gets
would be
annoyed.
fun, I think. Chris says Filthy Bruce hands down. Chris Perper says Phil Jackson, Pizza Boy, Bruce Boudreau all day. Chris, the Man United fan, says Sir Alex Ferguson, Manchester United.
Coach Bombay.
Sponsorship Nick says Sir Alex Ferguson as well. Coach Bombay. I don't think I'd want to play for Coach Bombay. Let's be honest. I mean,
No,
he's kind of a prick.
It's the Icelandic coach that you.
No, you definitely don't. You don't want to play for the coach of the Ducks. That guy was the ultimate jerk. What was his name? Riley? Coach Riley? I think it was Coach Riley. Oil City Dynasty says, I met Mac T once. I'd run through a wall for that man. I also always used to say that I'd play for Chris Morris at U of A when he was the Golden Bears head coach. I'd run through a wall for that guy as well.
Herm Edwards, Bronco Nick. I don't know if you mentioned that one yet.
Ted Lasso. T from an RV referred to him as Ted Laszlo. Is that a different guy? I think he probably meant Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso might be the best coach to play for. God, was he a good I mean, he's a TV coach. I get it. But he was a good one.
It happened.
He was a good one. The rookie says Chubbs. It's all in the hips. That's something we could do. A draft of fictional coaches.
I was also thinking, and this is maybe more of a summertime draft, a draft of duos.
Oh, duos.
So now
Did
you
we
could
do that?
Did we do that?
I thought for some reason I think we did do a
So I
draft.
was thinking
of
you could have
duos.
like a
That was
food
long time
category,
ago.
a drink category.
Oh yeah, because
a
I think we just did sports duos.
Yeah.
No, we might have done because peanut butter and jam,
salt and pepper.
Oh yeah, I
rum
think we
and Coke.
did this.
Yeah,
but it was at 1260 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Draft of duos. That's a good one.
Because you could really open that a summer type of. You could go a lot of places.
Yeah, draft of duos. That'd be a fun one. We should do that again. We should revisit a
Bring it
draft
back,
of
yeah.
duos. Yep, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't even remember how that would have went. Or who
That's the thing.
Yeah,
I can't remember a single thing about it, but I do remember us. I think we did do it because I'm pretty sure we did it along the way, but it might have been 6 years ago now. So that's a pretty good one.
Nielson Show draft of bald people. Yeah, I'm
We
just
did
looking
do
at
a
the old
bald
account
people
here.
draft. Yeah, we did that one.
See if I can find
What
it.
else? Yeah, bald draft was won by Gager. And he hasn't done a draft since he retired.
Nielson Show draft of school lunch boxes.
Oh, that sounded like a fun time. Yeah, that was a good one.
Nicknames. Yeah, okay. Nielsen's July 27, 2022, Nielson Show draft of dynamic duos.
So like 4 years ago.
Myself, you, Hustler, and lucky listener Chris.
What?
The categories were sports duos, you needed 2. Food/drink duos, you needed 3. Entertainment duos, you needed 3. And then an open category, which required 4.
We only did 9. Well, so we this with us now at EST on the Hangout, that's a 20-round draft. We did a 10-round draft. We can crank it up a notch.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
all right. That's a good one then. I like that idea. Question number 3. I think it was. I wanted to get the one from Coach Mike, who did not get mentioned as a coach you'd like to play for by anybody.
That's why he's
here we are.
Kind of getting in there.
Coach Mike, 3 questions too many. Do the Oilers win 3 in a row in January? Does it happen by Saturday? The Oilers have to win Draisaitl night if they beat the Jets tonight, right?
I think they do get 3 in a row sometime this month.
It would be the most Oilers thing ever to honor Leon and then go out and lay a dud at home against the Kings.
They have that 8-game homestand to wrap up the month.
That's where they're going to.
And I could see something along those lines in there of it happening there. But
the rest of the month for the Mighty Oil looks like this: at the Jets tonight, home versus the Kings on Saturday, then in Chicago Monday, in Nashville Tuesday. If Kapanen has stayed on Draisaitl's line for those 4 games, I win Popeye's lunch from Tommy and Hernan. After that, they come home. They get the Islanders. Then they're in Vancouver on Saturday the 17th. Then they're back home the next day to play the Blues, and then it's just all at home after that. Home versus the Blues. Home versus the Devils. Home versus the Penguins. Home versus the Caps. Home versus the Ducks. Home versus the Sharks. Home versus the Wild. Then actually a home versus the Maple Leafs to start February.
Yeah.
Too. I'm going to say if it.
You going to give us a 3?
Yeah, I'm going to say Canucks, Blues, Devils.
That's a good one.
I'll go at Canucks, home versus. No, that's a back-to-back there. But
what about at home to the Islanders, at Canucks, and then at home to the Blues?
That's basically just moving the meter on a Price is Right game, right? You're just sliding it over one. Islanders aren't that bad, though. Like the Canucks and Blues, I think the Oilers should pump.
I think the Islanders always play the Oilers pretty good as well. Those are close games. I'm going to say no. I think.
Come on.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to beat Winnipeg and beat the Kings, and it's done by the time we come in Monday.
I could see them beating the Jets tonight, but I could absolutely on Draisaitl night. That's the Oilers. They be Oilering. I could see them blowing that one, and then I think they'd beat the Blackhawks. I think they'd beat the Preds, but I could see them losing to the Islanders. I feel like they struggle against the Islanders. That's always a team I'm like, oh, this should be an easy win, and it never is. Then I could see them beating the Canucks. I could see them losing to the Blues and then beating the Devils. I don't know. I don't think so. They're going to keep this thing going.
The rookie says, how did they not do Leon night against the Predators? That would have been the ultimate troll job. Yeah, I could have done that. It's a Tuesday. I mean, they're going to do it on a Saturday, so maybe they're Saturday night. Hockey night in Canada, late game. That's probably one of the reasons. Abutski's asking for the pet peeve draft. It's on my list. I've got a huge draft list going here. VR Greg says, how about if you do a draft, you have it on FM airtime? Signed old guy, VR Greg. VR Greg, man, it's not hard. Swing by the office, man. I'll show you how to download iHeart.
He's just doing a bit now.
It's got to be a bit. Yeah. Here are things that I currently have that we could do drafts of. Senior citizens draft. Did we do that one? Did we do an old person draft yet? Senior citizens draft could be fun. Scenes that make you cry draft. Doctor draft. We haven't done a doctor draft yet. Simpsons draft. That'll be a big one.
Sign me up.
Oh, fish/things in the water draft. Because we did bird draft.
Yes.
So you could definitely do things in the water
up in the
draft.
air now, under the sea. Yeah.
Classic rock draft, which I think classic rock now is defined as anything before the year 2000. Ooh. 25 years. I think you got to go back 25 years. Pet peeve draft of duos, and then our next draft is going to be an Olympic draft that we will do as the Olympics start. So yeah, we've got lots of different drafts we can do. We'll find a couple of fun ones here in the next little while. All right, we'll get to a few more of your text messages. We continue to work our way through the show today. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Those are powered by Capital GMC Buick. And hammer the thumbs up for us on YouTube. Sub to the channel if you have any. We're almost at 13.8K. And then 14 and then 15 will be the next sort of big milestone for us to get to 15,000 subs on YouTube. So we love the support there. Changing 200, Trev.
Changing 200.
Low-key chance to take a run at 300.
Yeah.
We're at 209 right now. We almost had 400 yesterday. Hammer the thumbs up for us over on YouTube because we got Scalding Hot Takes coming up. First Scalding Hot Takes of 2026. We got to stop looking at we got GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast still to come as well. The Marmot Basin Snow Report also on the way. And then the wrap for William Huff Sound of the Day and a Text of the Day still coming up. The rookie says, oh my God, my son and I get into this argument all the time. He says classic rock is a genre, not a time frame. I say classic rock is anything older than 20 to 25 years. Yeah, I think we would have to set it as anything pre-2000.
Yeah.
Could be classic rock. And then you got to just draft on how you think people are going to view classic rock.
So you're saying it's all open, or are you doing like 90s, 80s, the 70s, 60s?
Oh, there would have to
Like
be probably an open
categories.
category. And then that'd be fair. Like if you want to take a bunch of Limp Bizkit and Blink 182 songs, then do it at your own peril.
Sure.
Right? So we'll get into that at some point. This text comes in and says, guys, what about a local celebrity draft? Yeah, but I mean, is there enough local celebrities to do a local celebrity draft? Like outside of athletes and people in the media and I guess social media influencers.
Shoddy Mills number 1, I think.
He'd be a first-round grade on him for sure.
Him and push-up guy.
This text comes in and says, "Morning, boys. I'm just tuning in. Maybe I missed it, but did you guys catch the video of Hofer last night in the hallway during the Blues game? A+ camera work. Total comedy. First time that person's ever texted in.
Okay.
So thank you for texting. Let us know if you're listening on 95.7. But yes, we did. We actually played the video on our YouTube channel in the 6 o'clock hour. If you did miss it, I highly encourage you to hop online and just to go on Twitter or wherever and search Blues, Binnington, Hofer. So Montgomery goes to pull Binnington with about 6 minutes left. He's allowed 7 goals. By the way, Binnington of Team Canada, worst statistical goaltender in the NHL so far this year. He calls him over. Binnington doesn't come.
I like how that it's kind of buried, like refuses to.
Yeah, Montgomery's looking around, trying to see where Hofer is, and then the cameraman pans in past Hofer. Oh, yeah, Trev's put it up now. Or pans in past Montgomery, and you see Hofer down the hallway, and you just see his mask peeking around the corner. It's some of the best camera work that you'll see. It's absolutely hilarious. Go check it out. Go check it. We talked about it. I thought it was really funny. Go check it out. It'll be on. You'll find it anywhere online. It's worth. Take 2 minutes of your time today. Go watch it. You'll have a laugh. I think that would be pretty good.
I love it. I'm going to watch this all day. This is my favorite thing.
It's just it's funny. Him just kind of looking around the corner.
No, don't call on me.
All right, we got Scalding Hot Takes coming up. We got a GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast to continue to get you ready for the Oilers and the Jets. I'm going on Jamie Thomas and Sarah Orlesky's show today to talk about the Jets. Two of my favorite people in the world who don't live in Edmonton.
This is going to be great.
Jamie Thomas, Sarah Orlesky. That's going to be a lot of fun. Marvin Bass is still reporting the wrap for William Huff still to come as well. If you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, we're looking at like 90 seconds of commercial and traffic. Then we'll be right back on all of our online platforms. We got a sports update right now with Lieutenant Eric.
A game day as the Oilers are in Winnipeg to take on the Jets tonight. We'll set you up. Tom Gazzola has the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre- and post-game shows right here on EST. Coverage begins at 5 o'clock. One of 12 games around a busy night in the NHL. Yesterday, Adam Henrique placed on the IR. He is not expected back until after the Olympic break. Action from last night. Stars would snap a 6-game slide with a 4-1 victory in Washington. Flames have now dropped 3 straight. They fall 4-1 in Montreal. Chicago pick up their 4th straight win. That's a season high as they skate over the Blues 7-4. Utah topping Ottawa 3-1. And Macklin Celebrini extending his point streak to 12 games. He had a goal and 2 assists in the Sharks' 4-3 victory over the Kings. WHL trade deadline goes today at 6. The Oil Kings last night with a 6-4 victory out in Swift Current. Their first win in Speedy Creek since 2022. Miroslav Holinka, a pair of goals in the victory. Game 2 of the 3-game road trip goes tomorrow night in Saskatoon. A trade in the NBA. The Hawks sending 4-time NBA All-Star Trae Young to the Wizards in exchange for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert. Last night, the Raptors rallying from 10 down to defeat the Hornets 97-96. Raps visit Boston tomorrow, looking to make it 4 straight wins. Elsewhere last night, the Thunder would snap a 2-game slide with a 129-125 overtime victory against the Jazz. And Luka Doncic, 38 points and a triple-double, not enough. Lakers lose in San Antonio, 107-91 to the Spurs. 4 games in the NBA tonight. And the Fiesta Bowl gets underway tonight from Glendale. Semifinal 1 of the college football playoff featuring number 10 Miami going up against number 6 Ole Miss. Kickoff 5:30. Hour 3 of the Nielson Show continues next here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Well, he's taking all the blame cause he stayed out west, where all the bloggers come equipped with stats, no eye test. Getting ripped online but he don't even blink. Take a Weber slap shot and he don't even limp. He's just a Chris Russell going down to block just another shot. He'll take it in the crotch. But a guy with a blog who hates his Corsi the most. Hope he fails every time so online he can boast. Give a toast to the man who wears number 4. Except for one time in his own net he scored. You know he didn't wanna score that goal. Then E-Town Twitter went right after his soul. Controlled zone exits headline the best reasons that the Poho signed him up for 4 whole seasons. Chris Russell, he's the whipping boy, but he stayed out west, sucker, because that D-man is a cowboy, baby. Get your laptop out, it's time to start whining. Cowboy, baby. Father's fear telling us he's declining. I wanna be a cowboy, baby. Trolling all night cause they sleep all day. Cowboy, baby. Won't be happy till he's traded away.
836, Chris Russell goal song from the vault. That's a bit of a throwback, but still bangs, doesn't it? That's a fun one. All right, it's the Nielsen Show. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio and the Nielsen Show today and every day, brought to you by our partners over at Weiss Johnson. Couple of breaking news items here. Start with the one that you saw.
Yeah, just under the wire from the sports update, but the Dolphins moving on from Mike McDaniel. Apparently, there was a meeting held earlier in the week with Ross, the owner there. They went over the season, and then after that, and I wonder if the Harbaugh domino has anything, like where you'd maybe like think of continuing another year, but then you see him on the market, and you're like, I might make the move now. Timing in sports, right? And
if the Bills lose to the Jags, will they fire McDermott?
It's a good question. He's got a lot of tenure there and everything. I think it's not so much him. I blame management for not acquiring certain pieces this season more than anything.
A receiver? Yeah. All right, here's the other update that we have. Deans is back in. Deans texted in yesterday, said his wife was in Orlando at a Dairy Queen conference this week.
Yes.
And all the Dairy Queen owners are there. She is committed to find Dallas from Nelson, who wrote a number of bangers that we played on the Stanley Cup run 2 years ago. Things like this.
I am a Zakai man with the Leafs I used to ride, with Austin Matthews by my side.
Phenomenal stuff. That's Dallas from Nelson, who runs the Dairy Queen in Nelson. Anyway, Dean's texts in and says, Dallas from Nelson update.
Yep.
Bad news, gents. My wife found the registration list for the Dairy Queen conference, and Dallas from Nelson did not attend this year. He remains at large. I do like the idea of his wife like sneaking behind the people who have the list and distracting them and then grabbing it and scrolling through quickly.
She's putting her career on the line here for us. I guess she's kind of, going places she shouldn't be. But I wonder how long that registration, I wonder how many, maybe Dallas just couldn't,
I hope she didn't go to last names and look up Nelson.
Dallas from Nelson.
Yeah. He's actually on the registration list under the F's.
Yeah.
For from Nelson.
From-Nelson.
Anyway, Deans, thanks for the update, and tell your wife thanks for trying.
Yeah.
Are we disappointed by her? Of course, but at least she tried.
Yeah. Enjoy Orlando.
So that's nice. All right, let's get to Scalding Hot Takes. A new sponsor on board with Scalding Hot Takes, and I have to say the graphics look awesome. Just with the bright yellow on that dark black, it looks
Pops,
good. Yeah, it looks really good. Scalding Hot Takes now brought to you by the Greater St. Albert Catholic Schools, offering a sports academy for student athletes who want to elevate their game. They've got a baseball academy that's delivered in partnership with Absolute Human Performance, one of Alberta's leading athletic performance centers, focusing on individualized training that helps players throw harder, swing faster, and move better on the field. Learn more about the GSA CRD Baseball Academy at gsacrd.ab.ca. So you got a young ball player in your life, and they want to try to take their game to the next level. Check it out, gsacrd.ab.ca, to get more information on that baseball academy out in St. Albert this morning. All right, let's bring in Joaquin Gage. Gager, good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm good, boys. Morning.
Hey, we were
Happy game day?
Yeah, happy game day to you, too. We were chatting about, the passing of Glenn Hall yesterday. It brought up this conversation about all-time great goaltenders. Then brought up the conversation about all-time great goalie masks. And as a guy who played in the league, and we have one of your masks here, is yours Grant Fuhr? Is it that simple, or is there another mask that you loved even more?
No, I go back to the one that that is a little bit inspiring, but the Murray Bannerman mask is
that's a good one
classic,
too,
man.
Man, nobody mentioned Bannerman today.
No, that's you go look at Murray Bannerman's mask. It's that's something else. That was a classic one. I mean, there's a few that are. Even you look back now, like the Eddie, the Eagle, the Belfour mask in Chicago, that spawned a bunch of different ones. The Cujo mask, once he changed his name to Cujo and had the dog on there, that was awesome.
Hey, did you ever do an animal in any of your masks?
Yeah, my last one was a rabid dog because I played for the Lupin in northern Italy there. So we were
called the rabid dogs.
Wolves. We were wolves. Okay, but
right.
So I think it's a wolf that I got on, and I played for the Huskies actually in Kassel, Germany too. So I do have a Husky mask too.
So when you were moving around to the different locations in Europe, did you have the same mask guy, or did you have to get it done locally every time, or what'd you do?
There was a guy in Sweden because when I actually used my Oilers mask for my first year when I played in the UK, and then in Sweden I got their guy to do it. Basically sponsored by a sports store. I didn't even know this till halfway through the season. I was going, why is there a track running around my mask? But it's called Stadium. It was one of our sponsors, and when you walked into the sports store, it was like a track. So it made sense after a while. A little slow, Dusty. A little slow.
It's always tough catering to sponsors, but Scalding Hot Takes is brought to you by the Greater St. Albert Catholic Schools Baseball Academy. GSACRD.ab.ca if you want more information on that. Are you guys ready? You ready to go here?
Oh, I'm ready to race.
All right. So I'm the defending champion. I put the Christmas mitt away. Right? We'll save that for next year. So it's safe.
Back in the case.
Yeah. Well, Trev, Christmas is gone, man. We're back to one regular mitt.
Suppose.
You got problems with that?
No.
All right. I will go first. Trev, you're second. LT, you've got the hammer to start the year.
Oh,
gosh.
All right, are we ready? Scalding Hot Takes. Here we go. Trev, let's hit it.
Time now for Scalding Hot Takes.
Lazar is one goal away from getting $32 million over 8 years from Bowman.
Hot take alert.
I would rather watch heated rivalry 10 more times than see Mangiapane in the starting lineup ever again.
That's a hot take.
Kasperi Kapanen will be a healthy scratch by the end of the month.
Careful. That take's hot.
Connor McDavid has scored over 17 times this past month. Who does he think he is? Tommy Gazzola?
The hottest of takes.
When Trent Frederick says he needs to go home and watch film, he really means he's going home to watch heated rivalry.
Wow, scalding hot take.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will never play third-line center ever again.
Hot take alert.
If Canada really wants to build a winner at the World Juniors, they should find parents who are willing to pay more.
That's a hot take.
Trent Frederick's fingers hurt because he can't stop watching film.
Careful. That take's hot.
Connor Ingram will start Game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
The hottest of takes.
Hernan really loves running away from his vacuuming responsibilities.
Wow, scalding hot take.
The real heated rivalry is between Frederick and his ice time.
Hot take alert.
Jake Wallman playing for the Oilers is just another example of the Mandela effect.
That's a hot take.
Trev's grandma was up all night writing his hot takes.
Careful. That take's hot.
A hacky sack is what I saw in heated rivalry. I'm sorry, I mean hockey sack.
The hottest of takes.
The Winnipeg Jets are so frustrating, they should rebrand to the Winnipeg West Jets.
Wow, scalding hot take.
All right, that's Scalding Hot Takes. Let's go to Gager. Gager, what say you?
That was a heated battle, I would say. I got it's staying where it is, Dusty, by a slim margin.
Starting the year with a dub. Thank you, Gager.
Well, don't thank me. Thank your takes.
Yeah, thanks, man. I will. It feels nice.
Now you owe Hernan and Tommy lunch with incorporating them into the takes.
No, they will owe me lunch. I think they will owe me lunch. All right, Gager, good stuff, man. We'll see you around the office a little bit later on.
Sounds good. Can't wait.
There you go. That's Joaquin Gage. He'll be in on Two Guys and a Goalie today. And then, of course, on his regular show with Hernan Salas, EST afternoon. Scalding Hot Takes brought to you by the Baseball Academy and the Greater St. Albert Catholic School District. Their baseball academy has delivered partnership with Absolute Human Performance, one of Alberta's leading athletic performance centers, focusing on individualized training that helps players throw harder, swing faster, and move better on the field. Check out gsacrd.ab.ca for more on the baseball academy.
Hernan in the nasty chat. I'm vacuum number 2. Which are you though?
You're vacuum number 0.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's keep moving. I love Hernan popping up in the chat. All right, 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. Coach Mike says the right choice. Dusty takes this one. Your last take was good though. I thought your last take might take it from.
I thought the other takes were just takes.
Okay, so what is? I know there was one video of 2 people on WestJet whose like legs were
I don't know
jammed up, but like I fly WestJet for 6 months, basically every weekend.
But you sit in the fire escape.
Well, I pay like a little bit extra to sit in emergency row. Sometimes you don't even need to. Like if you just go check in quick enough, you can just get it. But I'm 6'5", and unless they've shrunk the planes in the last 3 weeks, I mean, do I like sitting in the regular seats when I'm 6'5"? But those people who in that video weren't 6'5". They look like 2 very average sized humans.
You could put them in the overhead.
So I don't know what the deal was there. But it was still funny with all the buzz around WestJet right now. Do you throw out the
I thought
that's funny.
The wording.
I thought that might. I chuckled at.
How many consecutive hot takes have you incorporated Tom Gazzola in? This must be a streak.
Tommy sleeping around is just easy money.
Easy pickings.
Yeah, easy pickings. I thought you might actually chime in. That's why I looked at you. I was like, you know where I'm going with this one. I thought you might chime in. All right, let's do your GCL Diesel Orange and Blue breakfast, shall we? The Edmonton Oilers tonight, looking to make it 2 in a row. Dex texts and it says they have changed the dimensions. But would they change the dimensions of all of their planes? How did they do this? What are we talking about here? I don't understand how they take the entire fleet in?
Yeah, that seems like a lot of...
I mean, is there maybe 1 or 2 new planes that are a little bit smaller?
Yeah, Beef Nips is a testimonial
Beef Nips
here.
says, I'm on a WestJet flight every second week, 5'11", and only book ultra basic. I haven't had any issues with legroom. So, I mean, if you can't believe what you see online, what can you believe nowadays, though?
Great point.
All right. GCL Diesel Orange and Blue breakfast. Oilers and Jets. We know the Jets are struggling mightily. We'll take a deeper dive on that with the lock shop today. I'm pretty sure Huss really wants to talk a lot about the Oilers and Jets tonight.
Well, record-wise, they are, but, as you've talked with Huss, it's not been like blowout, totally demoralizing. I mean, I get a tight loss is demoralizing in its own way, but they've been in games.
Orange and Blue breakfast brought to you by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they're the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and the northern Alberta area for over 50 years. GCL Diesel. Understood. All right, projected line combinations for tonight. Have to think the Edmonton Oilers probably go with what we saw. Now, Frederick will have to, probably be Frederick. Would you, Trev, would you play Frederick or Mangiapane? Well, Mangiapane, you could be trying to like say, hey, look, guys, he can play in the league. Come trade for him.
Syphilis or the clap, Trev? What do you?
Jeez, who would I rather have? I guess. I know I'd probably go with Frederick, actually.
Yeah.
No, like I
mean, you got to try to salvage the next 7.5 years.
Yeah. Like, get him in. There's Dusty. Look behind you there.
Oh, Dean Millard in the house. Oh, I love it. Dean Millard, Duckman, is going to be in on the hangout today. Or he's just here to hang around. Maybe he's not even on the hangout.
We'll take it, yeah.
Okay, so you go Frederick?
I go Frederick.
All right, so what are we looking at here? So McDavid with Hyman and Nuge, Draisaitl with Kapanen and Podkolzin, Roslovic with Howard and Savoy, Frederick with Janmark and Lazar.
That is it.
That's probably what it is. Matthias Ekholm with Bush. Darnell Nurse will be carrying Regula. And then Stastny with Ty Emberson. As for the Winnipeg Jets, they've got the one big line that they try not to touch, but we'll get into it in the lock shop a little bit. On Daily Faceoff, it's listed as Scheifele between Iafallo and Connor. Velarde, who's usually with Scheifele and Connor, with Taves and Perfetti. Perfetti did score last game. He's had a tough year. Adam Lowry with Nino Niederreiter and Morgan Barron. And it's interesting because Lowry and Niederreiter were part of that really good third line with Appleton that Gazdic was talking about earlier. Yeah. And Morgan Barron, I think, has actually been one of the bright spots on the Jets this year. So we'll see how that line works. And then Nemesnikov with Nyquist and Pearson on the line of guys who aren't doing anything for the Jets. Morrissey and DeMello, Sandberg and Pionk, Hayden Fleury and Luke Shen. Well, not Fleury.
Fleury,
Let's get into our list of guys who aren't tough enough to play hockey tonight. What are we?
Well, I guess let's start there. Hayden Fleury out, suffering an injury last game. For the Oilers, that's it for the Jets, it looks like, other than Hayden Fleury. For the Oilers, and of course, as we've been mentioning, Adman Henrique IR'd yesterday. Tristan Jarry and Jake Wallman as well, both on the IR. Courtesy Daily Faceoff.
All right, what's your key to a victory tonight, buddy?
Well, I'm going to go off the expert earlier in the 7 o'clock hour, Luke Gazdic, and that would be scoring first. Not just scoring first, but getting out to a 2-0 or something like that. The Jets have dropped their last 4 games in which they've opened the scoring. So maybe, but there are 13-6-3 when scoring first as well. I think also I'm looking at McDavid and Draisaitl. As I mentioned, they had 1 shot each the last time these two teams played, December 29th. It was the Calvin Pickard night. So I'll see both of the big dogs kind of rise to the occasion tonight and blow that 1 shot each game out of the water. McDavid did have that assist in that game to carry that point streak. But looking for McDavid and Draisaitl tonight. And of course, with the team that's come into this one, yes, losing 10 in a row, albeit in tight fashion. I think you go up a goal or two early as you can get, and then just play from there.
I didn't put him in the early bird bet, but my game day prediction will be Zach Hyman scores a goal tonight. The early bird bet is up. It is the Oilers to win. McDavid 2 points or more. Nuge with a point. It's plus 265. Download the Play Alberta app or go to playalberta.ca. Click on EST specials and you can ride with us over there as well. We'll have more on the betting scene with the lock shop from 11 until noon today. But I'll say Zach Hyman gets a goal tonight. That'll be my official game day prediction for the GCL Diesel Orange and Blue Breakfast. Portions of this hour brought to you by Hammer Injury Law. Serious injuries need a hammer. Rick Mallett of Hammer Injury Law has over 35 years of injury law experience. So don't face your insurance company alone. Contact them today for a free consultation and to start your injury claim. Also tomorrow, that'll be Friday, they do frequently asked questions. They give you answers to frequently asked questions every Friday over on their Facebook and Instagram pages. Visit hammerinjurylaw.ca or call 1-855-98-HAMMER.
What?
1-855-98-HAMMER.
What?
1-855-98-HAMMER.
What?
1-855-98-HAMMER.
You got to get the Austin what for that. Maybe we can incorporate that.
What?
What?
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. All right, let's get into your Marmot Basin snow report. SkiMarmot.com.
So stoked. Like, winter's here. I'm stoked. You stoked?
Stoked.
Just
I'm
so stoked.
Yes.
I mean, it came down last night, what, a good 5 inches?
Last night, I think so. Something like that, and a couple feet the day before.
You've got a 5-foot base with 5 inches of freshie on top.
Another great day up at Marmot with some snow in the forecast before what is forecast as a sunny, warm weekend. You know what those are for skiing and riding? Perfect conditions. Plus, they've been getting a few centimeters pretty much every day, which means the tracks are being filled and there's a lot of fresh snow to be had, especially midweek. All lifts are running. Tons of terrain to explore. Kids 12 and under ski free Monday to Friday for the rest of the season. Family package is available for $349, which includes 2 adults and 2 youth lift tickets. They're gearing up for Jasper in January, so check out their website, SkiMarmot.com, for more information. Kids 12 and under, ski free, Monday to Friday.
Make my day.
Marmot Basin Snow reports. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, you get it done with Bruce and the Dream Team over at William Huff. WilliamHuff.com. They've been doing it since 1952. It's a long time, and they can make everything look good. All right, what did we learn today, guys?
Well, Black Monday, now Black Thursday, is the Dolphins relieving head coach Mike McDaniel of his duties, and also a trade in the NBA as Trae Young is DC bound from the Hawks.
Heard that the Hawks might have some interest in Anthony Davis out of Dallas now.
Okay,
well, we'll see if that goes. We'll see if that goes anywhere. Trev, what'd you learn today?
I learned you like my pineapple shirt.
No, I don't.
Come on, yeah, you do.
No, I come up. I want to see it closer. I haven't seen it
Not
closer.
bad, Dusty. And I
You
also
said the
learned
pineapples are grenades.
You won Scalding Hot Takes.
I did win Scalding Hot Takes. Thanks, Trev. I learned that you have a lot of deep thoughts. Several deep thoughts. Come stand here for a sec. Come in, stand in behind here. It's weird if you stand in front of the camera there. Oh, here, let me see. Well, now you didn't put the shot up properly. Yeah. My goodness, we can't trust a guy.
Well, if you
in a pineapple
see if
shirt.
you can see it in the shot.
I would say you better wear your jacket when you go to the parking lot, buddy.
Ow.
All right, let's see here.
Look at this.
All right, so they are grenades. Yeah. So it's more like grenades, more of like a grenade shirt with a pineapple top.
Pineapple grenade is essentially that is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what, people use.
That's what they use. Okay, so all right.
Yeah. Don't wear it upside down.
I'll say yes. Even up close, I still don't like it. But I like you, man.
Oh, thank you.
I like you, Trey.
I like you.
All right, so let's see here. Let's get to your sound of the day today. Could definitely be my fingers hurt again, but how about this guy? Reid Wilkins, whoa.
26 takes.
That's
And
Will
that was the
Fraser's
best one.
26th
Yeah.
take doing his best Chad Kroger impression. Reid Wilkins, whoa. The best part about that is that none of us asked Fraser to do it.
No.
Just finish the
this is his
show,
own, yeah.
and Fraser's like, all right, Trev, let's record it.
And we can't say he is or isn't on Cameo, as somebody did ask.
Oh, he
earlier
should
today.
be on Cameo for
Wouldn't
sure.
that be something?
Yeah, that
a
would be
video
funny.
from Phrase?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
Hair
great.
and everything? Yeah.
That'd be great. All right, let's get to your Royal Pizza text of the day.
Royal Pizza.
Still making it great. Of course, they're still making it great. That's what happens when you do it at a very high level for 50 bloody years.
Get the baked lasagna.
Still making it great with the best and freshest ingredients. You'll find top-notch service, too, for over 55 years. Order online today, www.royalpizza.ca, or visit one of their 14 locations in the Edmonton area. They got a young kid working at the Royal Pizza location on the West End by my house who's just a beauty.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, he looks like he's like 13 years old. He's not obviously not that young. But he's very efficient. Like, you walk in there, you could tell this kid is taking his job seriously. I love that kid.
I flew Royal Pizza in a couple weeks back, and the driver shows up. He insists on coming inside to do the transaction.
Yes.
Like, I mean, it's a quick one, but he's like, can I said, sure, yeah, this is a little cool. He comes in, he's mixing it up with the cats. He's just a total beauty.
You should have invited him to stay for a slice.
He would have.
Hey, man, you want a slice? Yeah, actually, that's a great idea.
It was the post-Christmas where you don't really want to talk too much.
Yeah.
But it is a bad time on his part, but...
All right, let's get your Royal Pizza text today. Gift certificate to Royal Pizza is going to go to Chris in Alabama. I was talking earlier today. I used to have a Grant Fuhr mask, and then it broke. Chris in Alabama texts and it says, hey, Dusty, get Trev's grandma to fix the mask for you. Yes. This grandma thing's never going to get old.
No.
It's going to be pretty funny for quite some time. All right, if you're listening on 95.7 Cruise FM, we are going to get you back to some classic rock here right away. But if you want more sports talk, we've got you covered for that as well. Download TuneIn, download the iHeartRadio app. It's all free apps, and we'll be streaming the rest of the day on YouTube as well. If you're on YouTube, hammer the thumbs up for us. Turn on autoplay. Stick around. What is it, Maddie, Dean Millard, Tommy come up those stairs? It's a great hangout today.
It's got to be Tommy.
And then is Jasmine in today?
I don't know if Tommy isn't in, so it must be Jazz.
Tommy's probably in.
No, it's Oilers game day.
But it's not a home day.
Oh, right.
We'll find out. Hangout's coming up next.
Mystery.
I'll be back with the Lock Shop at 11. Two guys in goal from 12 until 1. EST Afternoons with Hernan and Gager from 1 until 3. Reid Wilkins show 3 until 5 today. And then the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show from 5 until 6 today. Post-game coverage to follow as well. Nielson Show isn't brought to you by Weiss Johnson. We've got you Filter. Coming up next on 95.7 Cruise FM.
What track?
Take a picture.
Okay.
Yeah, that's coming up next there. Sports Talk continues over on EST. For you two, Trev, Lieutenant Eric, I'm Justin Nielsen. Thank you very much for joining us. Take it easy.